for Jing. He's just stuck in a corner, trying to lock it down and can't even get any damage done. So really well thought out, good methodical start here for the side of 100 Thieves. Last time we saw 100 Thieves on Breeze was against G2 in the grand finals of the Americas, and they looked really good on attacker side. And the time we saw them before that, the only 2 times we've seen them, was against Crew when Crew was in the middle of a really hot run on stage. They were able to take this map off of Crew. 13-11, it was close. So this is a solid map for 100 Thieves. So far, they're definitely showing you why.
Playing forward, eating that 0 point, maybe trying to make a bit of a bait play, but the rest of 100 Thieves now just storming their way up into Hall. Triple push coming through, pop flash gonna be sent, something able to find one, Austin gonna take it down, Forsaken, back orange. Deals with Cryo, getting ready to come in, but now Boostio finding a nice timing. Comes in on the side, swings out, looks for more, but Forsaken's able to shut it down. Forsaken himself tagged at 30, the line, 10, Forsaken still survives. 3 players left alive, PRX not going to allow for a bonus conversion.
And this is a good start here for PRX, especially for Forsaken. Really was struggling against G2 in the opener of the playoffs. And then he picked it up finally in their next match. So that's going to be, I think, one of the big keys is getting Forsaken online. Sure. If you can get everybody firing on PRX, then they will just outgun you, and this is a great map for that. So looking sharp, looking snappy. Is that going to be able to continue?
Crowd behind him, still more work to be done. Neural Theft now going to be online here for Boostio. Somebody who also had a little bit of a softer start in the previous series. And Cryo. Jeez. Same story. Right now looking fired up. Dealing with something. Leaving Forsaken now on an island here today. Boostio holding back, expecting this. It's so well read from 100 Thieves. Seeing out dead. Mind Freak trying to find it. He'll be able to trade one back, but now Bang taking space here in mid. Mind Freak rolls out the weapon, reads it a little bit more, and he's ready for the task. Shuts it down. We're back into a 3v3.
Huge stuff from Mind Freak. Forsaken tucked in the corner.
Suspect is now known. Cryo flush him out. Jiggle Peak coming in. Divine going to be taken down. It's all on Mind Freak. Would be an ace clutch for him. All right, now 100 Thieves very much poised to move up 3-1. Just eats it. Coming through. Don't commit to the swing here. Allows him to regain his vision, but Cryo. Johnny on the spot, accurate with the aim. 3 kills for him, 3 rounds for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, good work there at the end by Asuna, using his utility to isolate Mind Freak, making sure that he really can't get anything done. Yeah, the first one hits Cryo. A little bit of an off timing, but that's okay. He had another one in the bank, so totally fine. 400 Thieves and just winning their opening battles, reading these positions very nicely. This is something that's going to be difficult for PRX, is trying to take space because you don't have a lot of utility that's going to be necessarily great for doing that. Yeah, you have the Leers, yeah, you have the Harbor util, but you don't have that KO, you know, sort of flash and knife to get the information and then try to make plays off the back of it. You're going to have to rely a lot on Divine here potentially if you're going to want to go for aggressive pushes like that. But you know, something's good enough that he can get it done on his own for sure. So certainly something that he wants to try. And Forsaken is gone all the way around this pillar, jumped up behind it.
Has Bang gotten any sense of it?
I mean, you got to suspect this angle because this is definitely an area where you would think that something might want to try to make a play. But it's going to be a weaker buy. Sheriff to the side of PRX. Drone to check. Toxic screen comes down. Jing able to isolate himself now.
In the corner, flash not gonna connect. Clear after ready. The tuck back Cryo eating a bit of damage as the reveal comes through off that recon dart. Swing out. Jing looking for the kill, but still cannot find an EU. He yells out the rest of his teammates. Keeps them covered. Something, however, fighting one apiece. Something will get taken out. Fighting that, but now a 3v3. Guardian still in hand, but as they push forward, they continue to find these kills. Mind Freak now. Trying to make his way over. Approaching now through shot, but being watched. Asuna staring in this direction. Take a headshot or 2 shots to the chest and try to take him down. The jiggle out, turn back, Cryo. Staying alive, 100 Thieves staying in the lead.
Yeah, and even the Reckoning invested there for PRX. Right as they got run out of the round, basically. Nicely handled here by 100 Thieves. Starting to find their footing. There were some good shots there for PRX. Devi came in, got some good info for Jing, but Jing wasn't able to really convert off the back of it. And now something is going to be able to scrape together the operator for PRX, and this should be where things get a little bit scarier for 100 Thieves. Obviously, we all know how good something is with that operator and how aggressive he can be, but right now he's just posted up in halls. It's a three-man stack on B, kind of anticipating there's going to be a change in direction for Russian Thieves. This is a pretty good read off the rim for Paper X.
And it's going to be a pass one off the rim. All coming through, clear out on the drone. Cryo taking space, dashing forward. Going to be revealed in something in the meantime. Able to find one. Lucio dead. The tuck away here from the Reyna. Jinx swinging out, still going to be shut down. Cannot find that kill. The trade backs here. 2 kills coming through as mindfreak being pressured, getting taken down. Cryo finding him once again. The slow creep up EU, not necessarily registering. Cryo quick on the reply. And now something. A 1v2 spike not yet planted, but he's got the op in hand. Flash in, he's back behind the archway, looking for any kind of peek out. They know the op is in play, they don't want to give him any angles. Dives now popped. And that is not going to do anything. Cryo, another 3K. Another round for 100 Thieves on the attack.
Yeah, they are just firing all cylinders right now. Shutting down any attempts by Paper X. Paper X looks a little bit slow to react to some of these plays. It's good early, contagion. But once 100 Thieves gains control of the site, they just start knocking players down. And Cryo, very clean with that Vandal. Takes that peek against the Bladestorm confidently. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense to me. Gonna need a timeout here for Paper X, but I anticipated this was going to be a tough map for Paper X. And a lot of people, I think a lot of people, are going to think, oh, okay, well, they haven't played it before, so they're going to show you something that you're not ready for and that kind of stuff. But there's a reason they've been.
Yeah, there very much is. And you called it. We were deliberating backstage. What is the composition going to look like once we get to the draft come through? And you said Jing Reyna? Maybe. It's been 635 days. Counts the space for updating us on how long it's been since we've seen that in an official VCT tournament. 635 days. 635 days since Jing has gotten a kill on Reyna. Because right now, he is at 0-5-1.
You would think he'd be good for a few here. I mean, it's a rough go for him. It just looks, he looks a little uncomfortable, if I'm being honest. Like, the Leers were okay, but he only got to use them really that one time on 8 pyramids. Other than that, he's been shut down by the KO utility. So, credit where credit's due. Asana's really having a good start here. He's got 6 assists already, and it's on the back of some fantastic utilization of his util to make sure that Paper X can't use any of their limited util to shut down these 100 Thieves attacks, and now they've got a ton of portfolios. They've got everything except the null command.
Now Walls trying to slow things up. 100 Thieves again. Back of that timeout. Wanting to see if there's going to be an aggressive call coming through from PRX. 0 point gets the catch on a 1.
Well, they know that Forsaken's close, but they're waiting. And oh my God, Divide.
Okay. The Divide with the Marshall able to find one. Cryo has been a thorn in the side here. Up PRX, pop flash out, looking for the chase, but cannot get on top of Forsaken in time. So it's a tuck back. Orb going to be grabbed. I'll push up here from Mindfreak, working his way up walls. Here's the tap on the rope. It's going to be a drop back. EU is jiggling, but he suspects this. Push coming through, and Mindfreak with the one tap. Forsaken going to get caught at the same time, and now Jing pushing forward, gets himself on the port, but he's not ready for banging this position. It's the 1 kill found, but now the spike stranded. Paper X not yet confirming that position, however. It's Mindfreak with a recovered weapon, tries to swing around, tries to get the timing here on Asana, but he cannot.
It's just a lot of space that has to be given up by this Paper X comp. You don't have a Sentinel, almost never do for Paper X, to really kind of get you that extra ability to get info, to get a little bit deeper. So you have to rely on pushes. You have to rely on some of these solo heroics. And sure, a few of them came through from Paper X, but the positional game won by 100 Thieves is profiting for them.
Mystery is online, doesn't come into play. Looks the answer is going to be yes. Looking for the tag. Taking low, taking down. Divine finding that. Final shot going to be avoided here by Bang. 2v1, but he also has the pin online. Should he decide to try to invest it here? It's really going though, but he might not need it. Find something, but invest it all the same. Knows that Divine only has that. Marshall knows that he's going to be picking up the weapon. Divine's got it. So too is Bang. Red Bull clutch. 100 Thieves so far out in front.
Yeah, this is just phenomenal stuff from 100 Thieves. Even though you're starting to see some of those mechanics come through for Paper X, it is the positional game that is handily being won by 100 Thieves. Good Hunter's Fury here for Divide. Another thing to note is that last time they played this map all the way back in kickoff, it was Mindfreak playing. Sova, not Device. So it is a lot of switch-ups here for PRX, a lot of uncomfortable agents maybe for them to be bringing out on stage. And obviously it was intentional. You had to know as PRX that this was going to be something going on there.
Speaking of it, now going to be in a bad spot, has to tuck back away as the flash fully connects. Mind Freak here, using this wall to his advantage as much as humanly possible. Fishing shots coming his way here. Reveal in, Mind Freak snapping on the first. Busio going to be taken down, man advantage still there for the side of PRX, but Spike Plant is in. All three players here on the side of PRX committed into the site. There's no flanks coming through here for PRX. Will just be flying up straight up. The counter spam here from his Asuna. Absolutely gorgeous, but the follow-up even more beautiful. Jing will find another, but Cryo and Bank still stand. They still have breath in their lungs as 100 Thieves blocking a 7th round win.
They just look so clean, Achilleos. At every point of retake, it's just shut right down. I mean, they're just so on it. PRX trying to get some of those early advantages. Something that plagued 100 Thieves against Gen G. Doesn't matter right now, because they are absolutely crisp. Phenomenal stuff here from Asuna. Every angle quickly shut down and accounted for, and yeah, it's challenging right now. Forsaken trying to get aggressive and can't get nothing.
But that's going to be Neural tough. Just hand it over to him. You see everybody now having to rotate over from that B side aside from Divine. Plant coming through. Still plenty more ultimates to work with here for 100 Thieves. Just not get thrifty. One hero rifle in play here from Mind Freak. That's about it. Busio playing forward, something with the plan one as the door gets open. He'll take down Cryo, but now Jing again on the floor. Push forward with Busio. Shock darts lob in, not going to be finding too much of anything there. Something just meant to find a second up with that bang. Dealing with him, looking for the final headshot here. As Divide tucks back, they take so much damage. And EU will get the final shots through. 8-1 with very, I'd say no end in sight right now. 100 Thieves are looking absolutely perfect.
Yeah, they look fully in control. And it's going to force out another timeout. PRX going to use their second. Alex does this sometimes, and it actually can work. I mean, PRX is very adaptive, very clever with that, you know, the dubbed hive mind of the PRX IGLing style, where it's not exactly just one player all the time, kind of making decisions, but they feel coordinated. They feel like they're trying to go for these solo heroic plays. It doesn't feel like there's much kind of, how do I say this? It doesn't feel like they're really calming well with, you know, how and when they want to do things. It seems like they're just kind of trying to make their own individual plays at times, and then when they do get coordinated, it's like 3-man stacks that just get shut down at archers or something.
I mean, yeah, it's typically, you know, this orchestral performance, these master musicians all in sync with one another. And now, it's like some middle schoolers trying to learn how to play the recorder. It's not been good for PRX.
Wow, buddy.
Call a spade a spade.
It's true. It does feel a bit like that. I mean, we'll see. It is an attacker-sided comp. If you want to go for some serious copium for PRX fans, it is double duelist, so it should be more of an attacker-sided comp. But you know, they just don't look clean right now either. You know, they've had some good moments here and there, but they need to really get some value out of this operator and these ults. The Reckoning and the Viper's pit there. So that null command again for Asuna going to make it so challenging for some of these players against the executes. You almost have to play retake, but you know, they try to get ahead of it. They try to get aggressive, set the op up in elbow. See if they can find anybody, but so far 100 Thieves like super nervous, just clustered in their spawn and going to be potentially changing directions. Forsaken is going to get a little bit of info there. Very deep cascade. There you go.
Something up over the top, we'll find Busio. See if the rest of the players can start working alongside his tempo, but Hunter's Fury going to be opened up here, so they get the reveal. Forsaken tucking back into the comb now. Flash comes through, and Cryo gets caught by it. Asuna quick rubber movement, now Gun Barrel going to be spotted. Jing desperately trying to find the kill, but just eats a bit of damage. Follow flash, doesn't come through the wall. He's got to swap over the classic, but Jing getting pinged out. Mind Freak at the same time, EU tries to go for the reload, bang swing. The opposite side of the pyramid, comes up with the kill, comes up with another. Divine now dead. A 2v1, something will be able to put it down. Second round found now for PRX.
Yeah, that looked a little bit more coordinated there. Forsaken able to use that cascade to get a little bit of early advantage in terms of the information game for himself. Jing just doesn't look comfortable, if I'm just being honest. He does not look comfortable on this arena yet. Looks like maybe he's a little bit off the mark for whatever reason. Good news is something is devastating with the operators as always, and he's going to try to stand up against it.
We'll see.
I think we got to work on something trash talk game a little bit there. I mean, it's a good start. But just saying a player's name.
No command here. Going to be coming through rotations necessary for PRX, but Forsaken just tapping across. Is able to find one on the entry. Granted, Asuna Rezible, and will be brought back here into the fray. Reckoning available here for the retake. Something maybe needing to pop the knives as well, but for now, Spike Plant not yet coming through.
Blades popped for something. Gonna open the door as well, but he's gonna keep moving potentially. No, he's gonna go through the door.
Through. Somehow comes away with two. On free training back now. Swing back in a big way. Cryo eliminated, 2 players left. Swap over onto the jump. He's coming through. Something cannot find the shot, but Lucio dead. That leaves EO on his lonesome. Still can do some significant damage here, as the count is not great for the side of PRX. Can he isolate? No, he cannot. Device swinging will find it. Third round here for PRX for the op carried over.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to get the Hunter's Fury off this deep news for Devi as well. So finally starting to look like there's some coordination, some good timings here for PRX later in this half. They really take their time. They play fully for retake. They set up for the flood. And this time they make some waves. Really nicely handled here off the rip. Good information again. It's really tricky without those standard utility abilities that like a Harbor has to get that info. But Forsaken doing a pretty good job with it, playing through his walls. And I mean, still wanted, he's still.
Or I smile into, well, that was stupid. We shouldn't have done that, but they get themselves a third round, 8-4, the best that PRX can hope for here on this defense. Let's see if they can find it. Or if 100 Thieves can once again push them back and try to shut down this momentum. Something at the moment, he is just out in the open. Creeping forward here in the halls, ping coming down, suspecting there's going to be a player over towards window.
Cam was cleared by Jing to set this up. So they're not, I mean, they're somewhat aware. And they, you have to suspect the op. It's been in this potentially, you know, it's been in this position before. I'm not sure if they know that, but they're very aware. Lucio pretty much stuck in window. Trying to see if he can math his way out of that one. No, he cannot.
Patience is a virtue and it pays off here for him. Busio going to be taken down, Bang not able to snipe him out of the sky. Expecting the push across here. Forsaken gets up in front of the poison orb, able to get the catch now. Wall going to be coming through as Cryo looks to take some space. Knives in hand. Hunter's Fury open here from Devi. Jing able to collect the kill. Takes him down, but Asuna still accurate as ever. Comes up with one as he tries to recover another weapon. Jing will be able to get a second one here in the round. EU now last one standing. The wall falls, Jing swings, he will get shut down. Find a nasty one, making me believe for a brief little moment. But something with that op will find another. He's once again on his feet. It's going to be 8-4 and a half.
Well, the coordination finally comes through for PRX. Starting to play off each other's information much better. Setting each other up for some of these plays again. Jing clearing that camera, sets something up here. Something watching mid, sets Forsaken up there. The Hunter's Fury allows access for Jing onto the site. All of these things much better for PRX, but is it enough, Achilles?
We'll have to just wait and see as we get ready to go into the half. Some time to collect their thoughts and breathe a sigh of relief here as they recover 4 rounds here in this half where 100 Thieves were looking like they were just going to rob this whole thing away. In the meantime, we've got Mika standing by with some very special guests.
I am joined once again by some very special guests here. We have Luna, who's the vice girlfriend, and we have Kaze here. Guys, give them a warm welcome because Luna, I believe this is your first time in Shanghai and you just arrived yesterday?
Yes, I just arrived yesterday midnight. So far, I haven't gotten to try anything out yet, but I'm super excited to be here to support Devi, obviously, especially with the score right now. So I hope everything goes well. I hope so.
You mentioned that sometimes when it gets really stressful, sometimes you turn off the stream because you can't take it.
Usually when I'm at home and it's super stressful, I just turn off my phone and I just go sit at the wall and then I peek at it and then I close it. But since I'm here, I have no choice. I have to keep my eyes open, so I feel really stressed right now.
Oh well, we'll give you a big hug afterwards. Now, Kaze, what does it feel like seeing a fellow Malaysian on this stage?
Me and Dawai used to be competitors back in those other FPS days. So I'm proud to see a fellow Malaysian competing at the highest level and seeing him doing well. It's quite a happy feeling to see him doing well, I would say.
Sure, there's that pride going on, right? Well, now the score is a little bit in favor of 100 Thieves, we might say. What would you say to them right now?
I quite will root for PRX to win this whole tournament. So yeah, go PRX.
And what about you, Luna? If you could say something to Dubai right now, what would you say?
Can you please win? I'm here. I came all the way. Please don't lose.
Well, there you have it from Luna and from Kaze. We're going to send it back to the game.
Tapi yang disorot PRX mulu ya.
Very much. I'm sure there's plenty of people here in the audience watching from home having the same well wishes, that same desperation for PRX at the moment. Let's see if they're going to be able to get back into this one, because Jing finding some footing a little bit in that last round. Kills coming through. See if they can start things off with a pistol round win. But 100 Thieves, they claim this one. One step closer to just closing out a very clean opening map here in this ever-important series. Of course, elimination on the line.
Right there. A lot of space taken early towards Halls, but it's all just kind of a ruse to set up a little bit of extra room on that door for this potential A execute if they do decide to commit. Toxic screen's going to go up. Looks like PRX is going in.
Just bouncing their way through the 100 Thieves wall here. A little bit more going up. Jake trying to clear out on that recon there, but Forsaken going to be picked off. Cryo able to find that opening shot. Back pyramid looking for the target. Gets himself one. Something able to trade the back. Now Mindfreak coming online as well. Cryo dead. A 3v3, but HP bars softened up quite a bit here on the side of PRX. Fishing for one. Dubai spotting out Asuna for a brief moment, but cannot collect it.
They're pinned back here.
Really rough position to try to displace from. Swing up with something going aggressive. Zip time one more, but EU trades it back. Mindfreak Dubai now. So very low. Get taken down. 100 Thieves. Claiming another pistol, another defuse, another round win.
Yeah, another great start for 100 Thieves. I would say one of the hallmarks on this map for 100 Thieves, when I went back and watched their VODs, was just really sturdy defense. They're willing to give up some space at the front of the site, and then they're willing to contain you there. This is kind of a microcosm of that. They're very, very default heavy on this map. They will kind of shift around who's playing what position, but they are very happy to kind of play a 2-1-2, just kind of have one player sort of roaming around mid, but they will play pretty far back. And Asuna in particular likes to hang in the back of A site and lob some of that KO utility in at you to set up his teammates, set up himself. And that round looked really, really solid from 100 Thieves. Had a great read. PRX had some good shots.
Cryo here is this coming through, but Define able to find the headshot. Jake catches bang. A site opened up, and what a reply here from the side of PRX. They look to get a thrifty. Weapons now recovered something, taking some forward space. Swings back, spots out Boostio, spots out EU up on the bridge. Thrown out hit, gets the tink there onto Asuna, swings back through something in a very committed forward position, ends up falling down. Asuna bringing one back, but still man advantage here for the side of PRX. Fragment over towards the here. Jake swing on the corner. Asuna out in the open. He ends up falling down. Boostio collecting another. Swing coming in. The tink is there. The kill cannot be found. It's all on EU. Finds one. Finds himself a second. And after it's Mindfreak, just holding onto a ghost. EU at 5 HP. Having to wait out the wall, it's all going to come down to the reaction. It's time pause, the push forward to Mindfreak confirms the kill, and somehow PRX come away with a win here in the eco round.
Well, this looks more like the PRX you're used to seeing. Just go at them, guns blazing, start knocking players down, and something takes a ton of space, buys them a little bit of extra time in this round, get some big impact kills. Divide, maybe it was that girlfriend above there, that was a nasty shot. And then Mindfreak steady to get the clutch. And somehow, someway, even though they just get an eco win, Alex is still on edge. Oh my.
It's probably the same. Why are we like this?
Why couldn't we do that with the pistol?
Yeah. Well, once again, just storming their way forward here. Onto A, wall coming up, keeping something protected for the time being here from Cryo's angle. Something really spotted. Mindfreak able to find one bang, putting down something. Forsaken. Gorgeous shots with the classic. Jing trying to swing at West Cove, and Cryo says absolutely not. Fragment claims Divine, and now it's all on Mind Freak, and it's happening again. It's like a scent from just yesterday. Back to back, MasterCard Thrifty for 100 Thieves as it get up to 10.
What am I watching? I mean, it's just insane. Like, PRX is, this is one of those rounds where that overconfidence gets to them, and they're swinging out in bad angles. I mean, that time something just caught off guard, but then Forsaken and then Jing also both tried to push out of those smokes, out of those coves, to try to take battles, and they just end up getting one tap. I mean, honestly, it's just a little bit too much. You could probably fall back there.
Something by Tommy finding a kill. EU gonna be taken down as he just updrafts up into halls.
Here we go again.
Yep. A little bit more firepower behind this one, though. 3 Guardians, Vandal, and a Bulldog. Flash at the ready, Asuna. Like he wants to escort Bang forward here as the wall gets ready to drop. Drops it. Something. So forward flash now coming in off the backside. Tailwinds over to the side here. Trying to play around this crown burst, but Asuna joins in the fray. They're able to take him down. Bang down to 11. Still standing. Asuna still looking for more, and he gets it. Taking dead Cryo at the same time, pushing forward, able to find Jing over in mid.
Well, they've found space. They're able to get towards the B site. Trapwire's going to reveal their presence, but
still going to be slow going for them.
Exactly.
Ram set up. Not being tapped quite just yet. There it is, quick turn, Mind Freak, clearing it out, but now 100 Thieves just going to be looking to the flood. Survive gets this plan, util not going to be able to be used here in the next several seconds. 2v4 to try to stave it off. Now just playing around the cyber cage. Recon sent, clear it on the dart. Divine, the wall falls, pitch coming through. And 100 Thieves get the win. Up to 11, 2 more to go. They look to close out Breeze.
Yeah, just too much there for PRX to deal with. And again, they're getting these opening kills, but they're not really able to find much else off the back of it. Something's isolated for so long there. There's no real backup for him as he goes for that aggressive dash to try to keep himself alive a little bit longer. And meanwhile, you've just got 2 players up 100 Thieves surrounding him, and then by the time Forsaken gets there, he's just a step too late, and they're able to flash and take him down. And then for the retake, well, good luck. They're coming from every angle possible. I mean, it would just take some of the craziest Guardian shots you've ever seen in your life from Divide to do anything in that round.
We saw the glass cannon Guardian pick up from something on Bind. Now Jing, glass cannon on this Vandal. Again, just pushing them back. He's going to be noted by it.
Given the economy of PRX, it has to be this round if they're going to make a comeback. They invested so much to try to stave off that round as well. And for now, pull back from both teams. PRX finally going to consider the B site. They have a Hunter's Fury. Empress is there for Jing, but
I mean, look at the double trap wire set up here, just trying to get the pressure onto something. Clears at the bottom one, cage comes up. Drone leads the charge fragment to force them back. Now the forces of PRX going to be held at bay. 0 point noting a couple players, but going to be drawing rotations quite just yet. Austin up on top of the half wall, now just going to be sending in that no command, spams across, and something's going to get dropped. Kill found. Jing trying to take some space, but can't really scale forward. They try to hold him at bay here with the flashes. Everything going to be committed to Busio. Able to collect the kill here. Auto Arena, swing over the corner. Asuna finding Mind Freak. Forsaken it. Will they answer back one? But they're in such a poor position now. You catching a glimpse of Recon. The shock darts, everything just being lopped in here. As they push their way over towards his elbow. Busio into the cove, in behind them, and guns them down. A 3-piece, 100 Thieves get up to map point.
steady as she goes for 100 Thieves. The ship is on course and heading for a map win. They look so good. I mean, they're so disciplined. And this no command has just been absolutely brutal in the first half and in this half for PRX to deal with. I mean, that lack of utility just really makes their lives so miserable. And then Asuna throws a great flash around the corner again. That KO worth its weight in gold. And on top of the kill board as well.
Yeah. Hell of a performance from him so far. Something trying to take some space, but Poison Orb blooming. Lucio far forward here, down below. Do they read this? So the answer is going to be absolutely not. Something cannot react in time, and now the Neural Depth gives up the rest of the game here for PRX. Empress pop. Jing just bouncing across the opposite side space, not really going to be able to take it here. Right up to their own usual timings. Reckoning now going to be coming through. Hunter's Fury, invested Divide, just fishing, trying to find anything that he possibly can. Jing able to find one. Takes it Devour. Cryo pushing forward. However, behind Mind Freak. Jing got himself a second. Jumps out though, right in front of Cryo, who manages to collect the kill. As he tries to recover the weapon, bang! Finds his prey, Forsaken falls, and 100 Thieves kick off this series 13-5.
A dominant start on their map pick. And now you can certainly see why the PRX has been avoiding threes.
Absolutely. They have their map of Sunset coming up, but they are one step away, one map loss away from being eliminated from Master Shanghai. We'll see if they can rally back, or if 100 Thieves will deliver the victory as promised.
Menang siapa? Mana Noren nggak kesini?
Emang orang sini?
Kemarin katanya mau kesini nih.
Not sure what sensitivity you perform best with? Are you constantly changing your sensitivity because you're missing? Introducing the Universal Sensitivity Finder in AIM Labs. Get real-time sensitivity recommendations. Keep track of the sensitivities you perform best with. Then bring it into your next ranked game and dominate. Now available in AIM Labs Plus.
Reva ada yang ngechat Reva.
Oh iya anjir.
Nggak dibaca lu.
Nggak dibaca.
Pertamax bang, nonton dong. Rev sampai subuh. Aduh.
Sampai apa?
Sampai habis anjing.
Emang sampai habis. Oh, concurrent viewer 1. Siapa tuh yang nonton? Halo guys, siapa yang nonton? Yang throw yang PRX.
Ih, cowok PRX tuh terus cowok.
Tahu jadi
Kocak
defender.
anjing.
Jadi defender maju-maju tuh ngapain pakai
Menit,
seri?
cowok.
Kena star syndrome anjing player PRX. Kedengeran nggak sih suaranya?
Hah?
Kedengeran nggak sih suaranya?
Ngeren. Gimana sih nyetingnya biar itu doang?
Biar apaan dong?
Display capture.
Biar apaan?
Ya, ini, cowok.
Tidur kayak ini kan.
Siapa ya? Keren.
Keren. Ya mati ya tuh ininya webcamnya.
Hah?
Matiin.
Oh, iya. Ininya cowok.
Oh,
Nah,
lo kok begitu?
apa?
Ada slot gitu. Emang gini apa?
Ini tuh mentok anjing.
Mana lagi?
Ya kan gua pakai entar.
Video capture.
Nah, ada tuh. Yang nyari kan? Ini gua ganti jadi Indo, bukan ini display capture. Oh, ada suaranya ya.
PRX.
suara lagi ini suara ngomongnya ini lagi gimbal. Lupa kan
Game ngomongnya nggak ada.
iya, suara game nggak ada, cuma suara kayak efek-efeknya dulu.
Standing here right now,
Emang
with
posisi
6
ya?
of 100 Thieves. Now, Zix, you were part of that EG squad that took down PRX in Champions 2023. You seem to be becoming, to be kryptonite for this squad. So, what is the one thing that you need to keep in mind when going up against PRX?
I think just staying calm, having very clean fundamentals. Those are the things that do well against PRX. I mean, they're going to run at you, they're going to do things that you don't expect, they're going to be annoying, they're going to rewalk. There's just so many annoying things that they do, and that's why they are such a good team, because they're a team that takes a lot of risk. But the way that you balance it is just making sure that everybody's ready for everything they're going to do. And we came in well, map 1. Map 2 obviously is Sunset, a map that's very good for them, so
PRX.
we'll see how it goes into map 2.
We'll see indeed once we get into the second map.
Tapi tenang, masih ada map 2 ya guys ya. Tenang. Chill.
Once again, you heard it there from him. It seems like he's got PRX figured out, and we saw that on Breeze. Yeah, the fundamentals were incredible from 100 Thieves throughout that one. They did a really good job on their attacking side of playing together, figuring out when PRX was going to go for these re-aggression moments that they're known for, and also continued through the second half, especially with some great setups by Asuna on that KO.
Was very good onto what they were going to do, what spaces in the maps they wanted to give up, and just adapting run by run by what PRX were doing and how they were going to counter that.
Yeah, and it's time for our Verizon high-speed moment. This one, once again, goes to bang. I feel like we've had him in these moments so many times.
How many 3-kills is he going to get? How many 4-kills? I love the fact that they were so quickly responding to everything that PRX were doing. One, they were abusing when the Cypher not being there and having those entrances to sides, and knowing that PRX has to fight, just try and make those fights as advantageous as possible.
Bang has been so good throughout the run in Americans for 100 Thieves. For me, he was consistently behind the performances Cryo was putting up. He was the second most impressive player. This guy is so consistent as an anchor when he's playing on the defensive side. And he has so many rounds like that when he's the late round lurker on their attacking side, when he's playing in these clutch situations. The guy really steps up to the occasion, and it shows on that map versus PRX. I mean, we don't really talk about headshot percentage a lot, but 67, 47, ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. And with the sharing,
Yakin bisa lah, bisa. Map sunset kok. Bisa lah.
This is the thing that you heard from Zix, that the next map is where PRX are expected to shine. So let's take a look right now at Forsaken in the aim lab shoot around, because they are down, they're not out just yet, and they have looked exceptional on Sunset. They have, and it's coming off a map where they tried out a new comp, and I don't think it worked out super well. Jing looked a little bit uncomfortable on the Reyna. I think the lack of the cypher really hurt them. But now Sunset is a map that they have played a ton thus far this year. They have an incredible record, 9-2 across all their performances here on Sunset, and they were the team to innovate here. Right?
Ini ada yang nonton,
Initiator,
biasanya ada yang nonton.
great ideas. This is comfortable territory for them to bring a series back.
yeah, exactly. And we talk about the Sage, right? It's another map where they're not going to have the Cypher, but they know exactly how they want to use that wall. It doesn't matter if they start on the defense or the attack. I think that they have very good reads and very good interpretation on how to surprise a team. You may look at the Sage and Americans, correct me if I'm wrong, no one plays it. Exactly, no one plays it, right? So either you are very sure of how PRX is going to play and how to deal with the buy, or 100 Thieves is going to wait until map 3.
This is them. They have a lot of footage. 100 Thieves, maybe, as you would know, are a team that really would use that to their advantage. Yeah, and I actually think that their Sunset has looked pretty good throughout their run in Americas, as well as here. It's definitely not an uncomfortable map for them, but the style is really disruptive. It's way harder to play those standard retakes. It's way harder to play on your attacking side if you want to go into late hits without pulling out that Sage detail. It really changes up your game plan. But I do trust 100 Thieves to have a good one of their own.
Yeah, exactly. And if we think about PRX and how Jing was performing in this first map, it wasn't until round, I believe, 7 that he even got a first kill with his first kill with Reyna. It was also after a timeout that they used both of them in the first half. So things obviously were not working out for them. They were not finding solutions. Sometimes it was as simple as just sending something to just go crazy on the operator. We expect to see this here as well. Like his presence onto mid, onto market, and how the pressure, like the information that he's going to get is very, very active, even though he's already playing with the Gecko.
And the pressure's got to be on for PRX now. They're in comfortable territory, but there is expectations on this team. Everyone was saying they were a favorite. 100 Thieves in the video at the beginning of the day were saying they were a favorite. They also said that they were going to take on the responsibility, carry the torch for EDG. Carried one extra match.
Augustin said.
Indonesia, and you want the first pick for your region.
Any wild for the almost the same, because the Sova is going to disappear for the side of 100 Thieves. They decided to go with Fade. It's something that they have to adapt those protocols onto this.
EU's Fade has always been excellent. I think the same combos can add a lot into this one. On top of those great combinations they already have between him and Cryo playing on that Gecko. They're actually starting on the attacker side. I think for 100 Thieves, win conditions here are getting forward, fighting for deep stakes, and not letting the stage stall you out in the late rounds. Well, the pressure is on PRX. If they don't win this match, Achilles and Caperton, they will be eliminated from Master Shanghai.
That they will be. We'll see if they can hang in.
Mantul aja.
Final map of the Xbox, or if 100 Thieves can just go ahead, finish the job, get ready to go into sunset.
Yeah, a ton of pressure here. Two #1 seeds going at it to see who can make it to the Mercedes-Benz Arena. And PRX very much on the back foot coming into this map. And my eyes are instantly on Asuna, who just had a tremendous play. And now switching over to that Raze with him heated up like that on a duelist now. Oh boy, that is so scary. PRX, this is their map. This is the one that they are feared because of the way they play it. They are feared because of the way they use Sage. Asuna right off the rip.
You just mentioned him, you just blessed him, finding the opening kill. Forsaken going to be taken down, and that is a lot of the attack tools here out of PRX's hands. Those fault lines, flashes, etc. Slow creep over here towards A. Cryo set back. Just patiently waiting at elbow.
Mindfreak's going to slip the corner.
Not going to be spying much. Quick clear on the Dizzy. Where there's one, there's many. Boombot going to be coming through. That sees connecting. Paranoia having to be used. Something tucked away. He's able to find one chink. Winning out the fight. Cryo going to be taken down. Dizzy now up over the top. Something looking to push forward. Looking to take this kill. He will be able to do so. Now it's just EU and Boostio left alive. Shots flying the full bag. Something finds himself a third. It's now EU with 25 HP all on his lonesome. He has to reroute. Sage wall up, just locking things off there at Alley.
Yeah, now you know there's basically one direction that EU can really come from. We'll leave Mindfreak over there, but a lot to do here for EU. Just looking to see if there was a player using that wall to boost themselves. That is something that very much PRX will do on this map. It's good awareness, but very little left for EU to do.
Stomping, making plenty of noise here. Wall going to be breaking somewhat soon. They sussed out that he's going to be around the back, and he is able to do some damage. Finds one as Jing will get dropped, but Divide quickly replying. The kill of his own. PRX, they get themselves a first pistol win.
And you can already see in this round how much more comfortable PRX is. Playing off of each other very, very well. Something able to push space, get tucked in behind the box, find some big impact kills. And he is so good on this Gecko on this map. He is so destructive in ways that you just don't anticipate, because usually he's on a duelist, but he
plays it like one.
He does. He basically does play it like a duelist, and that's what makes it so scary.
See the stack though here from 100 Thieves, gambling over towards B. Just going to be Cryo left on this side of the map. Quick clear. A couple weapons going to be noted. Some footsteps heard. Boostio taking quite a bit of space over here in mid. In a position to potentially backstep should a rotation come through, but right now it looks like PRX just went full, send it over to A.
Yeah, and 100 Thieves already backpedaling. See if they're actually going to go for this with the flank from Boostio. You know there's going to be open space potentially because there's no Sentinel, traditional Sentinel for PRX.
Really hold things at bay, but Forsaken is watching. The three board comes in, tries to steady for the headshot, but Forsaken's able to collect it all the same. Player advantage now is segment of the wall. Softened up. Divide actually breaks it, wants to take the fight, sends out a slow orb here. Aftershock not going to be collecting much. Being able to find one, put down by Cryo. It's not going to be a flawless round, but PRX still very much poised to close this out and move up 2-0 to start.
Yeah, so tough now. 400 Thieves to do much more damage. But Bang,
trying to find the timing of Forsaken. Headshot there off that Sheriff. Dubai wanting to use these players as ult torps. Will be able to collect the first. Forsaken gets himself a third. Try to fast track the Rolling Thunder. 2-0 start here for PRX.
Yeah, looking pretty clean so far. And this attacker's side, so frustrating to deal with. The desk was talking about it, that, you know, you'd like to see 100 Thieves get proactive, and this would be the round to maybe do that. You've got the opportunity to try to cut off these PRX hits before they start. But PRX has so much deep utility that they can use against you as well if you try to do that. If something and Forsaken are really on point with their util, Mind Freak as well, they can kind of use that aggression against you very quickly with that utility, with those flashes. Let's see if that's what it's going to be. Yeah, they're kind of anticipating it here, clearing that angle, and now they can turn their attention the other direction. Yeah, there's a spot, but
Here on the cam,
they don't care.
Tap, covering fire, swing on the corner, Lucio able to find the one tap, takes him down, flash, try to shove him back, straight into the cage, he will fall. Mind Freak caught at the same time though, Asuna able to find him over tiles. Smoke dissipating, something still snappy, finds that headshot. Nade, investment, something for the second Forsaken gets Cryo, and now it's just Bang, still rotating.
So
Top mid. Considering the wall there for a brief little moment. They lock eyes, Bang. From the crossover towards Ali. See if he can do some more damage, see if he can try to run this round back. Fault line locks him in place, they know where he is.
Near impossible.
Yeah. The first couple, there is a flash on the other side, but something just gonna go ahead, get the swing timing, shut it down, another 3-piece for him. As PRX convert the bonus.
Yeah, and you can see Lucio trying to play around that orb a little bit, does get the first one, but then PRX will just come at you. They know they've got him in a bad spot potentially. They're able to spray him down through the smoke. Great opening shot for him. Not able to get away. God, something that is so quick. That's absolutely ridiculous, and ready for the follow-up too. Off of those paint shells from Asuna. And that, okay, that's got Alex clapping and fired up. So he liked what he saw in that round, and I don't blame him. I do too.
I mean, bonus conversion will still, even keeping your economy very healthy. You have multiple players surviving. What's it not like is Jing shutting down Bang, trying to take some of that forward space early on. Crashing out, taking across here in towards elbow. Divine, scooping up the weapon. Cryo in the corner as the smoke blooms. Time's getting long up the angle, but that was boosted. He's up on top of it. And this could lead to some damage being done. Do they read this at all? Smoke going to be dissipating here soon. Just a hair, just this tiny little ledge that he has to play off of. Tries to swing in, and there you go, the headshot's going to be found. Divine in the meantime, turning his sights over towards Ali. Asuna going to be dropped, swing in. Lucio trying to take some space, but the cage is not up yet. Push forward, Forsaken, hearing, sensing EU. He's going to be able to find him. Heal comes in, Cryo, last one, they're trying to do some damage, will not find it. Divine survives 10 HP, and PRX move up 4-0.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff. I mean, these death ball hits on A are so tricky, 400 Thieves to deal with. Just kind of curious if they're going to go for the timeout or not, but with a showstopper available from Asuna, maybe this is another opportunity to try to get aggressive. However, you have the Rolling Thunder and the showstopper available for PRX as well. So it's going to be a lot to contest with. And PRX has been really disciplined with their util, really disciplined about clearing every angle. You've seen a couple times where a player has tried to tuck in towards the elbow corner. It hasn't worked.
Showstoppers out on both sides.
Oh my God!
Asuna down to 53, but no damage going to be found on the opposite side. Angels try to hold him at bay, take some space here in their favor. Asuna able to find one. Forsaken dead. Chase through, finds them both. Heals through to put him back up toward 100. But sight's still not taken. Bang lingering over by elbow, but man advantage here for the side of PRX.
Jing read that showstopper position. He pre-fired that before Asuna came around the corner and almost got him. Dropped him down to 53 health. Unbelievable awareness. Absolutely insane. Bang in that corner once again. Doesn't have a paranoia to work with.
Just jiggling back and forth here.
EU's util to back him up.
Is he not online? They just moshed the corner. See what they're gonna try to do, but it's gonna be Divide just block facing forward. Does not want to allow it. Third kill for him, Busio now. Last one standing. Wingman lead the charge spot, and Busio will find one, but Jing will find four. PRX still flawlessly moving upward here, 5-0 thus far. The crowd coming alive.
I think Jing's a little more comfortable on Raze.
Yeah,
seems that way.
Something pointing in that direction.
But that's the interesting thing about this map draft, since we are now going to be getting a timeout, but let's look at this double kill. Oh my god.
Right before that paranoia hits.
Just great timing. But the one thing I'd really like to highlight is that this is the only map where you're going to see Raze Jing, most likely. And that's, I think, a really smart map draft for 100 Thieves. If you want to give them some credit in that regard, you know, isolating those maps just to one, where you have to worry about, you know, how good he is with that agent. You know, you can say what you want, and that's really intelligent in my opinion. So 100 Thieves now with a couple ults to consider for this timeout. They have a thrash of their own. They have the neural theft.
Seblak anjing, seblak Sultan.
But it's just been training for PRX and just again using their utility the way they need to, clearing those corners on A, and that's something this comp is so well built to do. And then like you have that sage wall at the end. Once you get to that post plant, it's so difficult to deal with that.
I mean, the last round you trade out those showstoppers 1 for 1. Jing is already over halfway to the next one.
Yep. Oh, that's insane.
Kills the orb, pick up for him. Just about has that one ready to go. Curious to see if we see a change up here in the setup from the Cypher, though, on the side of 100 Thieves. Most of the time, PRX very much just straying away from where they suspect he's going to be, which typically is going to be on that B side. So that's why we see so many A hits.
There's going to be a judge for Asuna at A main, overstacking this angle, but it's going to be sort of a mid tiles push for the side of PRX, looking for a little bit of space, looking for a little bit of info. Gonna leave Mind Freak on his own. It's typically going to be that one guy who's watching the flank angles. Asuna so far forward.
Starting to work their way in towards him. They know that they've given up some forward space, but they'll spray across the Mind Freak, able to spot it out. The judge is not going to be capable of doing enough damage fast enough.
Ooh, shit.
Bang going to be taken down. As Dizzy goes up over the top, confirms some presence here on the site.
What a blast pack from Jing. Unbelievable.
Push forward, Busio able to find one, invest in neural depth, trying to backfill, trying to stop the aim, can't do it. Everybody gonna be spotted out, revealed. This can be recovered as they go sprinting away over towards that B site.
Pretty good start, but Forsaken just ready for Cryo to pop out a top mid. Takes him right down.
And he's ready for me as well. Catch them knife in hand. And they recovered weaponry. Wouldn't have mattered. Forsaken has the read there. It's going to be 6-0. Not allowing for that timeout to lead to a victory, but this is the buy round now coming through for 100 Thieves.
And you still held on to that flash for this round. So aware somebody could be around that corner. That one way there. And then it's the satchel out and something in. Take some big kills. And then Forsaken, so smart. Creating every one of these lurks from 100 Thieves. And that's what you need from PRX. You're gonna, you know that 100 Thieves is gonna be throwing everything in the kitchen sink at you at this point.
Including an attack operator here in the hands of something. Paranoia across main shell. Swinging out, finds Asuna. The stagnant stuck in place. The slow orb is locking him in. Check over towards elbow, but Thrash can be recovered.
They baited so much util out here. This is crazy good.
Slower than the recommended bitrate. Recommended use bitrate tuh mau pakai itu.
It's going to be operator now on the ground. TP across. Bang looks to try to reinforce this B site. Press, however, committed. Smoke set up to try and delay. Wall coming through. There's the reveal. Wall keeps it protected for a brief little moment here with the eyes. Busio able to find one as Jing gets taken down. Dizzy across, blinds out on the multiple. Busio now fallen. The pull back. EU snap with a headshot. Finds me. Mind Freak, we cannot restudy for the second. Bang. Still here. Bang. Still showing presence. Finds one. Push into the back of the line nearly. Able to catch there on the Cryo. But just cannot find the headshots. The fuse will come in, and 100 Thieves will finally get themselves on the board here on Sunset.
And all it takes is Busio able to react so fast to that operator. You know, a little bit of a miss from something goes underneath Busio.
Yeah.
And that op is going to be covered for the side of 100 Thieves.
Cuma ada 3 anjing 30.
Because it gives enough time for the rotation.
Tapi ngobrol belinya aja, belinya
allows Bang to TP over and reinforce the site.
Udah anjing.
Little things can swing around after what I thought was a great start to that round for PRX. Obviously it was, but it's just a better response from 100 Thieves. So now they've got an op for Boostio in mid.
Hand it over.
Look at this stack on A.
We've seen how much damage Boostio can do with this in the past. Always moving up to those players, doesn't matter if he plays a sentinel role. Trusts himself, trusts his ability with the
bocah lagi online.
I wonder if they're going to read Jing's position or
apaan?
they're even going to try to challenge him. PRX expecting aggression.
Oh, temen-temen
This time
dong
around,
dia.
He's not going to show it. Jing with a showstopper already again. Nightfall for EU. For the ult.
Harusnya kalau dia di rumah dia jawab
right here. Paranoia looks like set up here from Mind Freak. Doombot. First just clearing things out now. Showstopper for the chase coming in, looking for the fault line, sends it, but he's fully blinded up and can't find anything. Nightfall now, crashing across, crashing onto a couple players. And for now, that's 100 Thieves just buying themselves some space, buying themselves some time, but they can cut noise and then look to just rip their way back in towards A. Doombot. Jumps out, does spot one, flash in, paint shields at his feet, Austin with a swing, the challenge, but it's going to be banged from the line. He will fall, still though. Quick rotate back as EU gets himself in position to continue this contest alongside Cryo. Grab at the ready, sent around the corner, looking for the detain. Has it, but now Boostio set up on a line with that op. Cannot collect the kill. Smoke is dissipated. Jing taken down. EU still staving him off. Something. Last one standing. Gets the headshot. Brings it into a 1v1. Sends out the wingman. Nothing noted there. Trying to bait with the classic, but as he swings through, Boostio has holds it down patiently. Finds the kill. 100 Thieves collect the second round win.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too difficult for PRX to get through that choke point out of A main. And this is the 100 Thieves game plan starting to come to fruition. Early kills going PRX's way. There's good trading. Then as they try to progress forward to the site, they're getting cut down. And it's just kind of a bend but don't break defense there for the side of 100 Thieves. And they're starting to get a feel how PRX wants to play, but now you've got everybody on PRX stacked towards B, but so is 100 Thieves.
Quick entry to market. Like yes, and as he lands, EU finds a headshot. No damage going to be taken now. Paranoia at the ready, set.
Gitu loh. Jason.
What a reply from the breach. Another Rolling Thunder nearly online, and once again getting the read, knowing that EU trying to go for this flank. Given that they still have that off play, the cash hasn't been built up super well. The crowd chanting for the ace. But I don't think Boostio's going to try to give him the opportunity.
No, absolutely not. With 0 credits to his name and an operator, he is going to do his best. Find a way out of this round. Obviously, Forsaken's going to want it for sure. Open the door.
Tap on. If he can find the kill, would give him the Rolling Thunder, the stun. But cannot retain the weapon. Devi gets the last one. He's still on his feet. He was happy with that one. But 7-2.
Hoki anjing.
Picking up another round win.
I mean, this is just one of these rounds that's just chaos. Jing gets shut down by EU, great, but then they try to get aggressive off this Paranoia. It's a set play for Asuna and Bang, but it's just red. The Paranoia's dodged by Forsaken, and he gets 4 kills. And yeah, I think he thought about getting up out of his seat, but Boostio's just like, I took the ace away, bro. But now he's got a Rolling Thunder for his troubles. But it's an eco for the side of 100 Thieves, right around the corner with Bang, but somewhat aware. His PRX. Cryo's going to be in that corner again.
Coming through. Paranoia going to be sent down, but something able to collect from Cryo in a second. Swing out, can't find more. Devi getting Asuna. Flash in, still suspecting that player. Over an elbow as Boostio continues to make his way forward. I'll theft this online to try to find a corpse. 2v2.
Balik anjing.
He'll also be able to collect another weapon.
Out of charges.
Around the back, Bang, he's drifting in towards this Devi. Still holding it out the timing. Bang doesn't fire, he stays quiet, but he's got all the info in the world. Cypher ult not necessary. Still going to be invested. Just trying to hit the catch. They're pinged down. Weapon recovered. A vandal now here in the hand. This is going to be the setup here on the wall. Plant through from Divide. Forsaken with the rolling thunder.
Reading this so well right now, our PRX. They had an idea that there was going to be a player coming through mid. The wall gets cleared. Bang's going to back up off of that. Throw a smoke. Maybe might be able to buy a lot of this utility out.
Double push through.
Right there.
Nothing spotted. Still suspecting the push potentially coming in through Boba. Forsaken just left up on top of the wall.
That rolling thunder to consider.
He's got it ready. And he's going to send it. They want to use piper time. One minute spotted there. Boosty out the ping coming. Forsaken able to collect it. Nothing more to do other than to try to play for some kills.
Gak apa-apa, no time.
The spike will detonate. PRX will get to 8.
I mean, just great on the fly adjustments from PRX. And almost in time was Bang to maybe catch Divide on the way out, and that might have been 100 Thieves round at that point. But then PRX plays this so smart. Great shots here off the rip with these sheriffs. Great paranoia. And then the follow-up from Cryo, expecting the swing from Mind Freak. But PRX plays that so nice. They use that wall, anticipating that there's going to be a player coming from defender spawn to buy a little bit of extra time. And then they're able to rotate back into that space after it's re-clearing for themselves to set up for the rolling thunder. So aware right now our PRX. Even though 100 Thieves have been some good rounds, PRX is, you can see why this has been.
Showstopper online.
Oh my god.
Stun up here on the Asuna, but they can't deny him.
Yung po, kaya kan biasanya suka, ayah sama bunda kan biasa, ayah sama bunda biasanya suka ngajakin jalan-jalan.
It's gonna be Cryo collecting the kill. Paint shells lobbed in, Boombot.
Iya kali, gak tahu.
Good first kill found here from the side of Thieves.
And there's just a lot of util.
Kan biasanya ayah Sabtu Minggu suka ngajakin bunda jalan ke mana.
They're gonna see if they can maybe catch a player in transition through mid. Yeah, but right now, nobody's giving that opportunity for PRX. Something with the spike. Trying to once again challenge Boostio potentially. Going to clear the camera, get himself an orb, get that crash going, and they've got to set up a pinch through market.
Crash to lead the charge to fault line. They look for the connection. That's going to be Boostio for now detained here on the aftershock. No, drifts away. Manages to keep himself alive. Jing hunting, however, swings in and bang, covering fires, and pulling him down. And other Thieves, he's already arrived. Forsaken able to deal with one, swings back through the flashes, connecting. Forsaken collects a second, but now Cryo pitching in through market. Mind Freak waiting, finds it, but now he's the last one alive.
Iya, ya wes.
Fake on the TP, and a botch. There's the tap. Mind Freak swings, he finds the first. Isolates it now to a 1v1. The tap again, Booster trying to bait him out with Mind Freak. Going out. Playing this wisely. Smoke set. But it's a bit too early, and Boostio stands his ground. 100 Thieves will find a third.
Mind Freak. Usually so good in those situations, but Boostio better this time. And this looked like it could go either way. In the middle of that round, I was just on a knife's edge. So many huge kills. Forsaken finding 2 big ones. The back of that Dizzy. Mind Freak, that first one, so good. But just gets a little bit ahead of this smoke timing. And yeah. Thought maybe that he could catch Boostio. Not ready for it.
He's trying to do a little bit of a cheeky one-way, but a bit too early. Now we go into the last round here of the half. See if 100 Thieves can find a fourth. Early mosh over the top, in towards Boba. Just a cam set up in B. As PRX look like they want to just storm their way into the site. Jing forward, taking space. Dizzy not spotting anything. They know that the site is there as the cam has been cleared out.
They're going to use the wall for market this time. Plant setup. This down. This is going to be really difficult to clear.
Crash going to be coming through, but they're able to clear it out. Cryo 10. Forsaken putting an aftershock on him. Hugs channeling the ult. Finds that elimination, sees the nade, Asuna able to find one, Forsaken down solo on HP, finds Jing, bounce up over the top, Forsaken holding his crowds, able to find one now, Mind Freak, once again in a 1v1, waiting, spotting, Asuna trying to challenge Mind Freak, still given the time of day, he's given these opportunities, just trying to poke him around for this headshot, Asuna trying to run him down, swing onto the corner, he cannot find it, Mind Freak. cannot get the clutch. Diffuse gonna be coming through, and it's gonna be 8-4 at the half, much like we saw on Freeze.
Yeah, just kind of an awkward position there for Mind Freak. Trying to challenge that, but Crosshair was just a little bit off. Some of these swings, usually he's so steady in those shots. That EU shot was ridiculous.
Nasty from him.
Absolutely insane. I mean, Forsaken collecting 3 kills, trying to hold the line on the site, but oh my. All right, well, I think that's a pretty good recovery here for Under Thieves, even though it was, you know, everything you could want from PRX.
Decent SA. Have a couple more rounds to try to run back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the buy in our Omen player moment.
Obviously, I'm happy that we won, but also I'm kind of like sad, I would say, because we had to eliminate EDG. I thought that we would be able to go deeper together, you know, and also their home crowd. So I don't really want to do that. I think when it comes to Valorant and when it comes to EDG, I think he has to play around with Angkang, because when he's online, it's just a disaster, you know. I mean, EDG is a great team, and our losses against G2 kind of like a wake-up call for us, and by winning this match, probably kind of like a needed momentum, I would say, for us.
Early trash to clear out Howdong here. And they've got him surrounded once more. Really good utilities. I don't think that, Paranoid connected, but it doesn't matter. Oh, Sass! Weaponry on the other side is just not enough as Jing continues to push the pace.
I think having Jing back again definitely increased the chemistry, but in terms of consistency, I would say as a team, we are not there yet. But hopefully, coming to next matches, we will be more fit, I would say. I think this year, so far, is definitely better than last year, I mean, for my personal performance, I would say. And hopefully from now on, it's gonna be even better, you know.
Someone may know where he went.
It's been a solid performance from Dubai thus far, doing his job, knocking off angles with this Sage. Have a clear lead, up by 4 are PRX. But 100 Thieves certainly not out of this as they ship their way over onto the attack.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A lot of good things for PRX at the start of that. Forsaken has 21 kills in a half.
It's been a time.
It's been a time for him, and it's great to see him come alive. You know, the guy has been on so many international stages, given us so many insane moments throughout the years. Obviously, that ace in the joint, trying to have it all mind, but it was a rough start for him to this event, and him picking up steam.
Tell me what
scary. 100 Thieves. A B hit. A lot of space has to be given up. Maybe divide challenges to smoke, but no, Mind Freak doing a little bit of damage, but he's stuck in the corner.
Okay, not deep enough to really find too much damage. Swing out, Mind Freak snapped with a headshot. Gets a better Vasana this time around. Bang, finding another. The push forward fearlessly here is 100 Thieves. With something, swinging back, playing off of that fault line, is able to find one. Swing out from Bustio, taken low, taken down, Forsaken, finding himself a 22nd kill. He's not going to connect.
One enemy
Ching taken down, EU, snappy with it, and it all comes down to Forsaken. See if they can find a second pistol round win here on this map, but as he pushes the smoke, both players are facing, and that's going to be 100 Thieves, starting things off as necessary.
Yeah, it's just everybody just trying to back each other up for PRX, and 100 Thieves just gets the better of the trades. That's all there is to it. Able to take that space early. You know, the defenses were stacked towards A. For PRX in terms of their initiators and the big util to kind of stall out these hits. And it's just one for one. Then at the end, PRX has the disadvantage, 2-1. Nice! So that's huge.
Cut the tape! Well, 3 sheriffs now. PRX taking some very forward space here in mid, utilizing that smoke and paint shells to keep Lucio off the angle. Towards tiles, but now they rotate back across. So they want to be able to take this B side. Forsaken is getting spammed. Down to 52 HP. Deep blinker there from Bustio. Paint shell now. Ready to come out. The Dizzy. Getting the connection to C's through. And there's the flood. Asuna taking him down with a stinger. 2 kills for him. Jing down to his sliver, cleaned up quickly. Asuna with a 3K, fast tracking that showstopper. Now just 2 rounds separating.
Yeah, seeing some good util out of EU on this map in a couple really impactful seasons. And that's kind of one of the big important changes that 100 Thieves made. Well, the big important change that 100 Thieves made coming into Sunset. for this event. And EU's been really, at times, on point. It was tough in the first half. It was rough sledding for a lot of that map, if we're just being honest. But here, he's starting to get online. He's starting to kind of get comfortable, finding good timings, helping his teammates out, setting up Asuna.
Clear on the dizzy, some space. Smoke just gonna be set. Lucio scaling his way up into his mid. Cam quite getting the dart to connect, but still noting that push forward.
Cam wasn't clear either, though.
Entry coming through and Mind Freak. There's Paranoid able to find that kill. Asuna gonna be taken down now. Lucio strikes, works his way in through Market, finding one. Fault line gonna be sent to try to slow up that approach. Mind Freak just watching the spike for now.
Bustio still in that market position. Cryo takes down Mind Freak.
Finds a headshot, but does need a little bit of damage. 3v3 now, but straight to the backside. Divine planning, catching the jump into the game, coming up Bustio. Oh, making it close, Forsaken. Last one surviving with 5 HP. PRX. It'll stop the bonus conversion, but very narrowly so.
And is aware of some of these lurks, as PRX was in that first half. They're starting to kind of lose their heads a little bit. They're not accounting for some of the space that they're giving up, as well as I'm sure Coach Alex would like. And it just barely is around going PRX's way. Forsaken with a sliver of health left, able to get another important round for PRX. The bye a little bit weak for the side of 100 Thieves in terms of having to go for a Bulldog, but rifles otherwise for the rest of the players on both teams. One ult, and that's the neural theft for Bustio. Again, mid-space given up. Not going to be able to be contested.
Asuna pisaunya agak diganti anjing dari dulu.
Thinking about it.
Hit around here from Jing with something with a nice shot. Peeks in towards Styles, does find Bang. Smoke's now eliminated, but Bustio still in very far forward position. Smoke set up to try to stave off A, but once again, 100 Thieves just wanting to drift over towards this B site. They said, well, you don't have a Cypher.
But we have a wall.
They do, but the wall will only stand for so very long. As Bustio going to be noted here in mid. Dizzy over the top, able to get that blind, but not in a position to try to go for a counter swing, so he will get his way out to safety. Sights turned over here towards Market. Jump up over the top and Divide, able to shut down Asuna. Bustio, however, striking, finding something in Cryo. Picks up Mind Freak. 3v3 is again the Decay going to be coming in, but they're able to clear out the Thrash, so Divide, for now, still going to be safe.
Neural theft will come through here. Bustio on a late lurk.
Very late, shifting his way over in towards Bomb. The weapon going to be drawn out 5 HP. It might not matter if he finds the perfect timing. It's waiting, finds the first one. No, Forsaken somehow surviving. Bustio still finding value, and now he's 1 HP. And it's not going to be enough. Cannot find the headshot. EU collecting the last 2 kills as 100 Thieves. Keeping things close, just 2 rounds separating.
Bustio's so smart, dude. He's so good at these timings. And barely able to win out that battle. Something got the first. He gets the second. That opens up the space for him. Go on this lurk. And just completely throw this into disarray. Mind Freak as well. Goes for a swing out of Market to try to disrupt 100 Thieves. And has no backup, no support after Divide got that kill. Thought he could maybe catch him off guard, but 100 Thieves so aware. Just like we saw with PRX on their attacker side, I'm seeing a lot of really good things from 100 Thieves in terms of awareness, where players could be and when they could be, right like that.
Yeah, just ready for that swing out. Quick shutdown, something with the Sheriff, not going to be able to get anything done now that Neural Theft going to be coming through. 100 Thieves not wanting to give them the opportunity here for that thrifting. Picking out everybody's positions to push forward up into the smoke. Line coming across. Lucio. Stunned up a little bit, but covering fire was available here from EU. And just setting out the Prowler. Spike now planted. Triple push in towards mid. Divide, the first to fall. Looking for Mind Freak, can't quite find it. Headshot's gonna be good. But still, a 3v4. Jing does have a Spectre, but they swing up. That Paranoid timing. Great, and Asuna up over the top. Judge in hand, looks to stave them off. Jing spraying, finds one. Want to peek in. Asuna good for the second one, looks for the third. It's going to be Bustio collecting into the paint shells fly. Now just 1 round from tying things up. 100 Thieves. So very close from getting themselves back into the driver's seat.
And now you have so many ults and 1 away from the Rolling Thunder for Forsaken. Pivotal round potentially in this match.
Jadi Presiden kuliner malam depan Loka Wisata Batu Raden. Kuliner malam depan Loka Wisata
The good
Batu
news
Raden.
here for PRX is you've done some damage economically
Gimana nih?
to them. You've been able to keep them from being able to go
Yang
for full
tempat
rifles. They have to
itu.
go for a judge, but Asuna has that showstopper, so does Jing. Have the Nightfall for EU. Have a res, you have a thrash for something. What can PRX
Ada sate kelinci, Din.
a little bit. Point of attack, but we haven't seen PRX get super aggressive anywhere on the map. They've been playing for a lot of retake, and frankly, it hasn't been going great.
Ayo 13-8 lah.
Divine far forward, wall at the ready, but looks like they're just gonna try to face in here to this judge. They're able to find one, but EU covering, finds himself a second. Spike drop at wall segment, gonna be broken. Quick pickup here. Cease just sent to see if he gets a catch.
He's expecting the res from Divine. That's why the wall came up to try to see if they could get it. But they're gonna have to pull off for now. Maybe he can double back and go for it, but
look at this from Bang, just working his way up. They have to be aware. Forsaken holding forward. Does he have this read? No, he does not. It's an easy kill delivered by Bang. To find his second. Jing cannot get the punish. Well, yes, the res is available. Just be bringing somebody back in to a 2v3. Divine not wanting to take the time to try to go for it. This continues on his way, but this trap wire just holds him back.
That's a save.
Nothing more to be done. Just has to save. 100 Thieves are going to tie things up at 9-9.
But it's all over the map. I mean, they're so difficult to keep a read on. They're willing to take their time a little bit, kind of poke and prod, find those picks that open up the space, start maneuvering through the map. And Bang doing a great job, using all that attention towards B main to find a timing, to slip the net, and get in and completely backstab PRX and ruin this round and tie it up at 9. Unbelievable.
This is such solid work here from the side of 100 Thieves. From 8 and 4 at the half, only giving up one round thus far to this defense from PRX.
Well,
the economy still shattered. Full ultimates, but can they get into position to try to invest them?
Tuh sendiri ngapain?
So far the answer has been no. It's going to be a timeout call here from PRX, wanting to assess what they have in the arsenal.
Well, they do have a lot in the arsenal in terms of ults. Their economy is not great. That's a huge problem. But, I don't know, is this going to be one of those rounds where kind of just Alex lets PRX off the leash? He says, you guys just go nuts. Just do what you do. You know, are we going to see one of those kind of classic Jing tile hits where he satchels in and pops the showstopper and goes crazy, and then they're all just kind of flooding in behind him towards mid to try to just really disrupt whatever 100 Thieves wants to do.
Untuk cara pendeknya cara panjang aja, Din.
100 Thieves has really got a good read on this side on how to dissect PRX defense. And even when PRX kind of finds some favorable openings, 100 Thieves is able to turn it on its head. Doing a great job reading the map, keeping track of PRX players and where they could be for the most part. And this round, so important.
Yeah. Investment still there. 2 Bulldogs, a Phantom, 2 Guardians. Damn near full arsenal available for 100 Thieves on the opposite side. Nightfall Showstopper, something that could absolutely come into play here in this round.
Yeah, I mean, look at where they're playing. Look at what 100 Thieves is doing. They expect something like what I was just talking about, a mid-hit or some kind of quick aggressive combo play. But PRX is also just being patient. They're also wondering if maybe the Showstopper and a Nightfall potentially are going to come through to counter it. So they have to be kind of wary of popping their ults. They can't just go for it willy-nilly. 100 Thieves has shown tremendous reaction to what PRX wants to do. They have to be really cautious about mid. Make sure they understand the space that they give up without a traditional sentinel. Don't have a lot of map control PRX, so much of it relies on those retakes, on those abilities to get those opening kills, control space on the map.
Black backboard here from Asuna, the haunt reveal, finding Jing, he's stuck into the corner, Showstopper, he gets out, and Asuna goes down! Jing outdoing him once again, the heal now coming through as Divine tries to keep him healthy. Rolling Thunder crashing across Pusio. Looking into the corner, but going to be taken down, now Divine dead. Jing finds himself a second, but Cryo eliminates him. Crash over the corner, cannot get the detain. The creep forward, the headshot. gets something out of the 1v3. Spots the first, clears the camera, gets himself a second, but Lucio is still alive. Taking them over the line and getting them up to 10.
What a start,
Yes.
but they can't convert. PRX, Jing's so good at raids. And this looks like maybe they're going to have a chance off a brilliant play. Brilliant satchelating again from Jing to give himself a better angle with that showstopper. For the 3v1, not much something to do there, even with some phenomenal shooting with the Guardian.
Close. It was never.
I felt this was a little bit close.
This half, overall though, has not been.
No.
Rex just struggling to find value. Back forward, space going to be taken. Jing wanting the challenge. Up over the top though, Asuna for a brief little moment. Paint Shell's now going to be flying on both sides. Jing just has to backpedal here onto the side. Tilt off the rip here from both of these squads. Slow down a little bit more, but Cryo, it's your Thrash online.
I'm seeing good things here from PRX. They're taking space in B main. They're watching mid. They're making sure that they're trying to account for these lurks. It's a bit of a slowdown from 100 Thieves.
Lucio knows what he's given over.
That's something though.
Get the timing here on Bang would be monstrous, and he's able to find it. So reading that lurk might have come through, but Ching delivering one on the opposite side. Asuna swung out wide. Able to win that fight. Rez is available in a position where they want to try to come in the wall here. They take out two. Lucio now last one alive as PRX look to tie it at 10-10.
Unbelievable. How is Forsaken coming up with stuff like that, moments like this? That is so snappy with the Vandal.
30 seconds left.
He's just incredible at times, but this is much better overall.
Gun down. The 10-10.
Iya kalau lu mau
PRX keeping us tied up, keeping things close.
But again, the important things are the way that they mid-round. They're making sure that if there's a lot of attention at A early, immediately they're using that to Mind Freaks watching mid. Something uses that to get that opening pick, kind of send 100 Thieves into a bit of a chaotic scenario. And PRX capitalizes on that. The more chaos that PRX can create, the better. That is absolutely where they thrive. Now let's see what 100 Thieves wants to do. Set, execute.
PRX getting something.
Barang Dapa itu ngapain ninggalin anjir?
Two players.
Nice. Let's go. Stop, bantuin dulu kamu anjir.
He gets seized, stuck in place. Dizzy out, clear with the right. On the flank, finding Bang. Keeping this Gecko protected.
Ayo kalau
to try to lead the charge, to push forward. Smoke comes in. Something drifting around the back. Lucio.
Nah, gitu anjir. Mas ditinggal tadi loh.
Standing PRX. Not going down without a fight. They reestablish a lead.
I thought maybe 100 Thieves might read that off the way Divide played at the front of that door. The way that he cleared the threat, or was trying to clear some of that utility, cleared the Dizzy. But something was anticipating the Thrash around that corner and struck at the perfect moment. We get to watch it from Uncle Aim's perspective, as he covered very nicely for something. A little bit of trickery pays dividends for PRX and gives them the lead once again. And now 100 Thieves is going to take a timeout. They know that this may be slipping a bit. They had a real opportunity to potentially shut the door on PRX, to send themselves to the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Let's see if they can stabilize and get this half under control again.
Final timeout call from the side of 100 Thieves. PRX one more in the bank. Cash, it's been wishy-washy from both of these squads here in the second half. 200 Thieves decide to put together Neural Theft online. Early pick could set them up quite nicely.
Ustio's been having a map himself. 22 kills right now.
It's been a big battle between these IGLs.
Man could frag. No doubt about it.
Di drive udah dimasukin belum bikin masih belum ada. Coba buka drive-nya
track of him. He uses his util so well against you. Right there. As that Cypher, saw him breathe as well.
Ini buka drive yang kita buat
something to consider. And look at this stat from PRX. They are doing the firing squad from top mid.
Here we go again. Boost up. Outlaw in hand here for Forsaken, but just drift down. Creep up here. Tiles from Boostio. Jing. Jing finds it. Opening kill here for PRX as they look to get themselves up to 12.
So got those players up there. Now they're going to start dropping down. Devi's going to make a bit longer, but eventually will hop off of the wall himself. Asuna goes on a bit of a walkabout. Stay stinger in hand for him. Couple rifles though, EU and Bang could do some damage, but right now PRX has them pretty well corralled. It's a matter of keeping control of these angles, winning some of these duels, or these 2v1s potentially.
Spotting him out, but Bang already softened up down to 85. Sprayed. Define, finding the kill here. You mentioned Jing drifting his way forward down into mid. Not gonna be able to intercept anybody though, as Wingman doesn't go deep enough to reveal Asuna's position. So for now, something only person on this side of the map, but everyone starts working their way forward. Jing ready for it, gets the catch. Something quite ready for Cryo to swing out. Jing gets himself another kill. Flashback. And map point to PRX.
Okay. They found a bit of a rhythm now. Now they're starting to take space. Now they're the ones who are starting to abuse the open areas of the map that 100 Thieves is giving them. And they're finally coming online. Jing winning a very important battle out in the open there. And then the classic Jing, flashback in your face, and have immaculate crosshair placement for the recovery. It's unbelievable. Something as an op, an outlaw for Forsaken. Half armors from most of 100 Thieves.
4 ults here from the side of PRX. It shows that we're already playing something, sniping Asuna out of the sky. Thrash now to flush them out, force them back away from B. Lucio wanting to go on a bit of a linger.
Here.
Wants to creep up, knows that if he can find a kill, gets a neural theft, killing the rest of the squad. Forsaken just going to be backpedaling, tucked away into the corner.
Map control firmly for PRX. They immediately shifted positions to watch mid, to watch for the reflank from 100 Thieves. Doing a great job clearing their positions, but it looks like it is going to be potentially be hit. The forces of 100 Thieves are continuing to stack in this direction.
CP to check over towards A. Cancelled. Going to put it back in.
Going again.
The Thrash built back up on the hunt. The corner does get cleared out, but it sees all. Forsaken finds the shot. EU dead. Haunt reveal might not matter much at all. Wingman leading the charge, not going to be cleared out. Plans are going to be through.
Nice. Go.
Get the 3K and Jing gets the final blow. It's everything we wanted and more. Elimination online in map 3. Delivered. Brought to you by PRX.
It wasn't easy, but PRX able to finally find their footing on this defender's half and give us an icebox.
13 to 10, still close 100 Thieves haven't fighting them. Icebox coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Tiga menit tuh main apa? 3 menit Assassin's Trot. Penting banget lah anjir. Ntar dulu lah. Main Assassin's Trot dulu. Belum kelar Assassin's Trot. Kok nyangkut sih? Kalau masih mahal.
Xbox setsnya Jing ngeri. Oke. Xbox.
Xbox. Makanya dari mana sih Ji? PRX.
Bilang bangkunya
Siapa sih para contoh?
Orang fotonya dia apa? Bukan, fotonya tes. Itu mukanya bukan di dia. Waktu dia megang piala Madrid.
You're lying. Patience is a tired horse. What does he imply? Another tottering cheap sucker who can't hold straight. Let's clear your head.
Ini juga konten bro. Harusnya nggak bisa dipakai di sini anjing. Gua ngakalin sini. Ya ada ngakalin. Udah gua naikin cok.
A good dunk in the rib, a slap in the face, return his wits.
What a response from PRX there on Sunset. I'm your hosting, so I've got Mimi and Kakuka with me once again. You know, after map 1, we know if there was any map that PRX could make a comeback on, it was Sunset.
It's their best map for a reason. I mean, their attacking side on this map is just so tough to deal with. I think 100 Thieves honestly had the right read by trying to go for forward aggression in A main and deny these executes. But their protocols to take that space are just so damn good.
Exactly. At some point, we even saw 100 Thieves just put in 4 people to defend this side, tried to deal with that aggression. But the way that the Vi was using the slows, it's so weird. Like the responses, time after time, the setups are so strong that for them, and the way that PRX plays with the time and how they want to take this A side, it was just too easy for them.
Yeah, once they have this space in A main, I think they do a really good job of finding the time to reset with that second wave of Dizzy online for something, and then these late executes are just so strong. Jing had a great resurgence on this map. I think his entries on A were absolutely critical. And once they're in the post plants, I mean, playing against the Sage is just a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. And time after time, we saw this. But then at the end, they started to test a little bit on with B. We saw that 100 Thieves also put Bustio to just defend that side by himself. But even the aggression then onto mid, right? And all of that adaptation that 100 Thieves had, it was worthless.
They had a chance though, right? They made it really difficult for PRX.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big fake comeback. I mean, their second half was pretty good for 100 Thieves, really starting to put something together there. But again, PRX at the end of the day on their defense, their retakes are really good with this comp. The Sage also helps out with that one a lot. I think the biggest reason that they started to come back was these really slow mid rounds and taking advantage of, again, the lack of a Cypher or a Killjoy to hold space in the mid round.
Yeah, exactly. And that is when we see something come to life. We see that all the pressure that they were putting onto B and how PRX could not deal with it. And then you just put something either in a very crazy position supported by the Vi or then with the operator, and then we're here.
I can't believe he nearly won that 1v3 as well. Ridiculous. Towards the end of the game. And speaking of ridiculous, it's time for our HyperX Reflex moment of the day, and it is the 4K almost ace Kakuka from Forsaken.
It was beautiful. Like, this kills are crazy. This one is mind-blowing. The light doesn't even, he doesn't even flinch. The light doesn't even look back. Good old David. But yeah, it's so good to see the difference between what we saw in map 1 then compared to this one. Forsaken, time after time, his utility was one of the reasons why it was so easy to get into the site sometimes, or where so many duels were going in the favor of PRX.
I can't believe that's how that ace got shut down. Bustio stunned no-scoping with the op, but a massive turnaround from Forsaken. He's been great on their Sunset. Last Sunset game, they played at Masters. He was fantastic, and he shows it again here. Not only is his util impactful, but the late round performances from this guy are just sublime. He continues to prove why he's the do-it-all man for PaperX.
My question is, maybe, can he scale this performance even more on Icebox?
I don't know if he'll need to, is the thing. I think he'll keep playing consistently, even if it's like 2/3 of that. I think that could be enough to kind of keep this momentum up for PaperX and wait for some of these other players to start to come online.
Yeah, especially because the last map was Icebox, right? And we saw what Gen G did against 100 Thieves. Yes, that day one for 100 Thieves, it was beautiful Icebox we've ever seen. It's good that they're going to be starting on the defense, and probably they still have a very good chance of turning this around. But PaperX has a lot to learn about what Gen G was doing in that map with the extra aggression, with the unpredictability, and actually shutting down the early run for them.
Yeah, I don't know how convinced I am of PaperX's Icebox. We haven't seen them play it yet here at kind of the old default comp with the KO in the mix there. I really think that 100 Thieves comp actually plays quite well into it, especially with a defense-sided start. This double scan Gecko comp is super good at playing these proactive flood retakes and fighting back into them. I think they actually have a lot of utility. They can overwhelm PaperX, more similar to what we saw on map number 1 of Breeze, where the team play was completely outclassing the PRX individuals.
And just remember, we're going to be focusing on those duels time and time again. It's going to be about isolating them, about denying the trade time after time. If we think about that first Icebox, again, deny the plan. The spike cannot go down, and that retake situation should not even come into question.
But if PaperX can get a good attack side going on this map and come out favorable in the half, I think there's a really good chance for them to close out. Their players are hot after that Sunset win. I think the coordination was looking good in that map as well. I mean, people have reason to be confident in this team as we're seeing in this poll.
I think that all the 100 Thieves fans are watching Tarek probably. They might all be in our chat spamming away for us.
Or they're sleeping.
Yeah, or they're sleeping. But as you guys can see, PaperX, wherever they go, they just overwhelmingly have the fans off. But this is the thing though, 100 Thieves are not a team that's just going to lay down and let it run over them. Even on Sunset, they could have very well closed this out 2-0.
Oh yeah, exactly. They were very, very close, and maybe a little bit less of adaptation and actually stepping up and being extremely comfortable in the map. Even though it's a composition that we do not see that often, they know it to a T and they know where the strengths and the lacks are in that department. Now, moving on to Icebox and having more of a standard composition, we need to see the face of PaperX that demonstrates us that they're not just a crazy team. It's not about the crazy compositions. And Cardi, you off guard.
Watch them lock in another rain now.
Who's going to play the wild card?
I actually would be not that surprised if we did see a comp change coming out from them. I think Icebox has a lot of controversy right now. I think even playing Arena is not unreasonable, and I might actually like that for PaperX. Yeah, I'd like to see it. I think Gecko's excellent on Icebox.
Yeah, I love the Gecko stage as well. I don't know if that's something they would kind of lean into. Whenever they make those changes, right, it's not like the initiators that we're surprised about. It's always the random duelist, double duelist.
And generally it is something that is kind of like a reasonable one-for-one slot. You don't see these like last-minute massive comp changes quite as often for a team like PRX.
Yeah, and that's also think about it, right? On the first map, they didn't have quite the performance. On the second one, they actually had very, very important rounds. Now, on this last one, we expect him to be playing on the same, so just playing a little bit more supportive. Of course, it has to be a big task for him to even get the spike down.
Looks like they're not going to make it.
No, PaperX going back to the standard that we've seen them play in Pacific here. Something on the jet in a head-to-head against Cryo. That's the matchup to watch in this one. If something can get into the backlines of these sites, fight forward and stop 100 Thieves from playing the retakes they want to, that's key to victory.
At the beginning of the day, we were talking about Asuna, how he has been in this team for the longest time. And in the match that they had against Gen G, his performance was brilliant. He needs to keep it up for the defense here if 100 Thieves wants to stay in the team.
This is elimination we're talking about, and map 3. Let's find out which number 1 seed moves forward to the Mercedes-Benz Arena and send it back to Achilles and Pedro.
Like better on start
There's one last map to see which one of these top seeds is staying which one gets to play in that arena in front of thousands of fans, and which one will be going home with their tournament lives cut short.
Pressure is on. Plenty of looks for both of these squads at each other as they play this map. So you have to think that maybe this is going to be another very back and forth. Really, I'm curious to see what PRX can do against this stalwart defender side that 100 Thieves has shown us at times. They're so difficult to displace. on things like backside B, bang, hanging back there. So good right outside the green. Things like that make it so challenging. But Genji was able
Ya
to
kan nggak bisa lah, lu mau ngapain?
was able to break through some of those defenses of 100 Thieves. Can their Pacific brethren also find that success? Or will it be 100 Thieves?
Busio for now just sat here. It's out of two. Poison Orb going to be coming up. Start inching their way forward. So tucked back here for a brief little moment. Something fearlessly moving forward. Clear out onto the turret for now. One more noise to push him in the kitchen.
Good.
Will be traded out very quickly as the Dart able to get the reveal. Wall now raised up with Cryo. Down here below the window, able to find one. Mind Freak going to be taken out for Forsaken down to 12. Wall segments potentially being broken. Cryo slipping, the net swings up. Jing will readjust, finds that kill. Looks for another one. Catches the shoulder, turns back over to the EU. Damage now found, tries to go for the wide swing, but now it's all on Defy. He can't make it happen. 100 Thieves set things up, the pistol win once more.
Yeah, and it's the information game that wins 100 Thieves this round. The initial turret contact, there's no back off from PRX. And then they're going to get the spot with the Sova Util as well. And just everybody is able to completely swarm and smother PRX inside the kitchen. There's no cooking to be done here for PRX. They tried what they could, but not able to get through. Busio is already so fired up there. Just never letting go of that energy that he has. It's incredible. There is going to be a Marshall or Defy, actually.
Swing out, something going to be dealt with as Cryo collects two. A little bit of damage found onto the jet, but still much hotter start here from Cryo. You think back to them playing versus Genji just yesterday. It's taken a long time for him to get on the board, but Jing pushing forward, classic in hand, is able to find one, but Cryo comes up third. Still alive, still fighting back.
Yeah, nice little attempt at a bait and switch on Bell for PRX. Trying to use that jet. You would think that normally that'd be the player with the Marshall. Defy tried to swing out. Didn't really get much. Forsaken able to collect it. And that's a shot ring out into the box in front of him, but
trying to disguise the drop down.
Yeah.
Now spotted. ADS here from Asuna. Going to be good for one. Cryo will be put down. Second elimination found for PRX, but Forsaken not going to be able to find any more value here. Two players lost, but weapons can be picked up. 100 Thieves not really losing out on much as they start things off 2-0.
Yeah, really stable, steady stuff here.
Mau gacor gini.
And A site where Genji was able to do
Ya gue bayarin deh.
against 100 Thieves. PRX will likely try to replicate that success. It's a lot of A hits for this squad. And already some things that you don't want to see as the coach of PRX. Now you have an operator to deal with. That round 3 op that Cryo loves to grab.
Defy with an outlaw.
Yes, but only 2 players with half armor for the side of 100 Thieves.
Slow Orb tried that on you know. Asuna. It's going to want to try to collect him, get that thrash online as quickly as possibly can. That ultimate being.
It's taking a while. 100 Thieves is already moving into position to contest. Got a couple nanos.
Look at this forward push here from Bang all the way up in front of Garage.
Still has to be so good. Get these players out of the back of sight.
That's right. There's a Dizzy. Asuna going to be spotted. Tucks himself over onto the right hand
Apakah
side.
something akan
Just getting ripped to pieces. Taken down. Something able to reply back onto one as he will fall. But now, 2 kills. The feed just explodes.
Apakah something akan
Down to 35.
jago lagi dia kayak waktu itu?
Bang going to be noted. The time cleared out. It's up over the top. There's a little bit of damage, but decides to tuck back. Seems like maybe they just want to 2v1 face into the Viper, try to get rid of this flanker. And maybe readjust. They do have 40 seconds to spare, but how low they are. And how unknown Bang is playing, he could absolutely collect these.
Oh yeah, this is going to be really tough, especially with the outlaw for Defy.
30 seconds.
Tap on the plant to swing out. Defy able to note it. Into the back, gets the tag on one. Cannot find that kill. Plant now about to be committed to. Push forward, Busio able to find it. Now it's all Defy. He just doesn't have the space. He doesn't have the sight lines here. Making noise. Bang knows exactly where he's at. He's just going to hold for this one. The round getting away from PRX. He'll do a little bit of additional damage. But the defuse will come in. It's going to be a bonus conversion for the side of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, just looking so good on this defense. As soon as they're expecting to hit, they're able to counter with some great utility. EU getting a spot on the Forsaken. Makes him an easy target. Asuna playing behind that box. That's where a lot of players love to play their anti-blast position. Bustio swinging in right as the plant goes down, knowing that he can wait it out, knowing that they've got both the players of PRX completely isolated.
Tapi jersey alternatif
Bang
cakep
their
aja ini
full
sekarang.
armor, so that outlaw wasn't able to get that kill off the one shot.
Kayaknya nonton gini.
Stinger investment now.
Yep, and an outlaw.
Carry over here. It's orb. This time going to be snatched up. EU. Moving forward. It's Dash at the ready. Mosh trying to hold him at bay. Unable to push in, really past pipes. Asuna again tucking in behind the box. Wall gets raised. Asuna going to be good for one, but Forsaken able to flush him out. Potentially a weapon recovered. Maybe just a little bit too risky of a position as Bustio pushing forward up over top of the wall. Look at the timing here. Managed to get a shot in, puts him down to 10 HP. Push on the corner though, and Cryo with a shorty in hand. And we'll find one. Last man standing. Cannot make it happen. They make it close, but no cigar. 100 Thieves. 4-0 to start.
And that means you get to keep the op as well. 400 Thieves.
Anjing jasnya sumpah.
Blade Storm available. Crash available. One away from no command is Forsaken. Jing one away from a res. Something gonna get his ult even if this round doesn't go PRX's way, but see, they're so good at clearing corners. Everybody just so aware of 400 Thieves when they can push and when they can. They get on top of that wall as well. Catches PRX pretty off guard, even though they only get one out of it. A ton of damage, a ton of understanding of where the PRX players are. Passed over to that big brain of Bustio, and they're able to do some serious damage. An early spot, but it's only Devi. He's crept something underneath all of this. He got ahead of the Owl Drone, so he might be able to catch 100 Thieves off guard here. They might not be ready for this early push out.
There's Asuna. He's going to be able to find the headshot, whether he was ready or not. 0 point to come through. Suppressing, interrupting the crash. Further info away, but also confirming presence here. Push forward and a double take from the Forsaken. Unable to put a punishment, relays into Divide. Bustio now going to be taken down. Recon ping, spotting one, tap in, fragment around the back. See if they can get a catch with that slow orb. Right into the corner, forces Asuna to come further. Knives up, By able to strike him down. Null command now invested here from Forsaken. But the backstab again, the attempt coming through. Bang rotating in. Devi, however, still alive means the alarm body is going to be set up. Forsaken's able to find Asuna. The Bang needs to strike sooner rather than later. Making his way up towards Belt with a 0 point. It catches him. The awareness looking a lot more solid here for the side of PRX. Forsaken. Can't quite find the headshots there. Trying to make their exit, but looks like Jing opening things up with a push out through screens. Bang just drifting back. Looks like PRX finally going to be getting themselves on the board here. Singular round win. 100 Thieves still with a very solid lead. They'll be up by 3.
Well, I think a couple important things here for PRX. A, you're able to play a bit more into the speed and tempo that you want to. And with something being that far forward, even though Asuna gets the better of him, it still allows PRX to kind of understand that, okay, there's a lot of free space. Asuna was pretty far back. So if we can take advantage of that, and they do, then they start hitting their shots. Everybody's starting to coordinate better. I'd say the only thing that I thought for PRX where I was like, somebody needs to clear that recon dart a little bit faster, but other than that, that's really solid. Great anticipation, great awareness of where that Blade Storm might come from. The util setup on the back lines to make sure that there's no lurks, no flanks. Those are very, very important for PRX. Those are things they need to continue to do if they're going to find success in this half. Bit him in the butt on Sunset at times.
Triple rotate being sent. Already 100 Thieves getting going to be hit. Bang just makes his way in behind Yellow. Tailwind forward with something able to collect the kill. Gets in ahead of him. Still late alert from the KJ here. Because they can just grinding up the rope, dropping it down, avoiding that mosh. Solid movement clear on the Dizzy. From not really giving over here to the side of 100 Thieves, but Devi going to be taken down. Kyle able to collect one. Wall segment broken. Altron available here over the side of EU. Just jiggle peeking on the corner. It's a triple stack here from PRX behind Yellow. Snakebite invested, but time is just very much working against 100 Thieves at the moment. Pick up on the Stinger. The push forward. Forsaken finds it. Jing will go ahead and get the third and final. 2-4. PRX trying to claw their way back in.
Curious if maybe they were going to go for the eco res there. They have plenty of money, so they don't need to. So PRX, yep, starting to find some advantages, find some timings, and obviously the weaker buy.
Biasanya main yang layar dekat lebih efek mata.
Inside 100 Thieves, no doubt about it. But PRX still capitalizing on it, and winning those opening trades for something going to be very, very crucial. If they can continue to keep that op out of Cryo's hands, they can then start to pressure both sides a little more comfortably. Because A is going to be a lot more comfortable when there's an op in play, because it's really tough to get past the way that they set up that B. But without it, they can now start to work the map a little bit. And an early push out from Mind Freak. It's a little bit of info.
Box di dinner wajar.
Right side of 100 Thieves, and they're backpedaling right away. The toxic screen comes up.
Gue juga di kamar rumah
The back
gede,
of
gue
yellow.
langsung.
See what PRX has dialed up. Maybe Forsaken land a good flash here to set up something.
Don't worry about it pushing through mid, but now being watched here by EU. Swing onto the corner. Bang. Snappy. Able to find Forsaken. That's going to be the instant res. Something over the top of yellow. Drops down, finds Boostio. Takes his head off. Like it's drifting back, but EU able to find Jing. Takes him down with the Hunter's Fury. Nano now popped. Something, however, good for a second. Dashes forward, but oh boy! Spotted out, but not going to be punished. Tucks in, swings, looks for the third, finds it. Something coming online. Nice. For the ace. Dashes past season. He's not delivered, but Asuna now all on his lonesome. Poison Orb gets raised, the drift back over here towards the A site. Can he shut this down? Forsaken and Divide both so dangerously low. Swing out, and Asuna finds the first.
Huge. Makes this so much more doable.
Potential gives him decent timing here.
Only the wingman to work with, though.
0 point early to try to check. Nothing spotted though. Asuna creeping his way forward here.
Spotting
him out, has to tuck back. They reswing. Asuna collects them both! A 4K in response! A spray on their corpses! And a defuse! As 100 Thieves maintain the lead!
Unbelievable! They tried to double swing him! But Forsaken is so low already! He was going to go down to just one bullet! And they can't stabilize in time to get him. I mean, what an explosive start for something. They break it open, but they never plan. They never feel comfortable enough. For some reason, they decide to, okay, let's just rotate away. But they do it so slowly, it gives Asuna the opportunity to cut off Divide in rotation. And that gives him the 1v2. You can't really fault him, but they just line up perfectly for it. Unbelievable stuff from Asuna. Oh man, and the fans are, the PRX fans are not happy with that.
Certainly not. Something though. Attack operator hand in hand. Misses the shot. Boostio getting away with his life. Puts up the alarm bot. Quick clear. Everybody else just poking and prodding. Cryo on this push forward. Not ready for Forsaken to be on the flank. Another early advantage here for the side of PRX, and they played off the back of it. Fragment in towards backside. Rotation's now starting for 100 Thieves. PRX trying to take some space. Shots through a wall, going to be broken down very quickly, but lockdown in play. Boostio not here yet, but has his own for the retake. Unless that null command comes in for Forsaken. And right now, they're not taking space here in the site. Asuna will tuck back. He will just eat this. Mind Freak goes for the plant. Keep his head tucked away.
There goes.
It's too late though. The lockdown's already in. A hair off here for Forsaken. Now they have to respect this one. Something able to find one. Boostio with a judge. Not able to do too much damage here at this range. Divide also able to find. Takes him down now. It is all on the bag. One the Tane found. They get spotted. Something collects it. PRX fighting back, keeping themselves in this.
I mean, you see those moments like at the beginning of the round where something misses an upshot that he generally doesn't. You start thinking, oh no, has this kind of like collapse of the previous round gotten to PRX? But they've been here so many times, they've been on these situations. It feels like every VCT event, and they're able to just kind of come back and restabilize. And Forsaken gets a huge opener. They're able to use that lockdown to get enough space to get the plant down. Okay, yeah, the no command's late, but they're so ready for this quick attempted flood from 100 Thieves. Here's Bang. This position's so tricky to deal with.
Reading it, decently well, but Bang still comes away with that headshot in the blast. Can't make his exit though. Ching able to shut that down. Or taken Forsaken, wanting to just continue this cycle, have these ult commands available as often as humanly possible. The Bosch once again to try to interrupt the Dizzy, gets a shot off. 100 Thieves already in position for a retake if PaperX could even get this plant down.
It's going to be a little bit tricky to get that space. Still have the wall from Jing, but you got to get there. And you know that as soon as that wall comes up, 100 Thieves might be trying to barrel in. We'll buy a little bit of time. Plant is going to come down. Right around the corner is Boostio, though.
Damage taken and Forsaken trying to escape, but Asuna back at Snowman, able to find the shot on the crash, going to be coming into play. Clear out on the turret, trying to clear out on this fish. Chases him into the back. Now is going to be recoverable. Multiple out on the two, but no one to play off the back of that one is Jing marked. Swings in, Jing somehow coming away with one, but the fuse is just being stuck on two. Shock Dart finding one. Just above his head. Divide, give it a haircut. The repeat. As EU. They'll grab the operator, passing over to Thieves, get themselves up to 6.
And it's just like PaperX can't quite make the right decisions. They get so committed to these hits. This is the round where they probably could have pulled off and gone back over to A. Once they realized there was a lot of attention over at B that had taken too long to get past Bang and really get themselves set up for this plant. And that costs them because that allows time for 100 Thieves to figure out how they want to play against this, and they have so much deep utility. They're able to pull PaperX back into green, where they have to peek out, where they have to take the disadvantageous fights. And it's just barely going to be 100 Thieves winning that round, but what an eco they're able to take. And that's going to be time for PaperX to take a timeout.
Yeah, Alex certainly not going to be happy. A MasterCard to Thrift Thief for 100 Thieves to get up to 6. The operator handed over to them on a silver platter. First timeout call here of this final map.
I mean, I think you just honestly need confidence for PaperX. I think they just need to go at him and just kind of play their style. You saw something when he had that 4K round where they just played recklessly, fearlessly, like lean into what has made you this great team and just go for it. Because right now, trying to play kind of these pause moments, take your time, kind of think about the situations or the rounds where 100 Thieves is dissecting them and just murdering them. It's because 100 Thieves is so good, because they're so well coached, because they're so well prepared.
Economy starting to get a little bit shakier here from the side of PaperX. For the mostly buy down, but still going to be a couple half armors.
But look at, you got two players potentially getting aggressive for the side of 100 Thieves out of B. We'll see if they want to. Looks like they were just going to try to contest the early spot, put down the pit, know that this is A, try to stack onto the site, funnel people into cryos out.
Dash at the ready. Poison Orb going to be dropped, something updraft. He does get flashed. Forsaken going to be taken down. Cryo, a great readjust to find the shot. Wall in, Jing going to be noted there in the corner. The Bosch comes through. He's in a bad spot, has to backpedal. The plan cannot come in. Hit now, being raised up. Over the top, able to find one. Cryo trying to get the snappy shot. Cannot make it happen. Right down here on the wall segment. Jing able to drift away, not taking any damage. From here. See how 100 Thieves trying to pile up this one, given the pit already invested on the opposite side, can't go for the counter pit attempt.
They're just gonna have to go fishing in here. Maybe find a timing.
Man advantage, but 100 Fury to try to start things off. Push forward, some spray there from the shorty, trying to find that target, but Jing able to find Boostio. Something down low, the heel coming across. Jing just trying to keep him in this fight. Shot flying, Recon not able to get the ping, the spray, somehow something dodging every single bullet. And this retake cannot come to fruition. 100 Thieves, they will hold on to their weaponry, they will hold on to that operator, but PaperX will be able to get the round win.
Yeah, somehow, some way.
Keep
themselves alive in that pit. I thought with that Hunter's Fury coming through, they were going to be able to sort of cut the Hunter's Fury, or excuse me, the Viper's Pit apart and find that open space inside of it to isolate and eliminate players. But they're just crafty enough, our PaperX, to avoid it. And this is what I want to see, though. Push the tempo, push the pace here as PaperX. Force 100 Thieves to have to think on the fly, because I don't think that their game, I think your game is outthinking your opponents in instinct, whereas other teams are going to outtink you when you give them the opportunities to. So just go for these explosive plays on this attacker side. See if you can channel it back to 6-6. 100 Thieves has been so tough to
Ini
grab.
loh,
So
anjing.
smart.
Lu baca
So good at
sendiri.
playing.
Look at this read already.
Yeah.
There's nothing spotted. So a forward push over into A. Everybody's
I'm
trying to
in
work
love
their
with my
way towards
dog.
this B site.
My
Similar
girl,
scenes
my boyfriend,
just a
got
couple
my
rounds
mom
ago.
pregnant. Kontol.
Something trying to open things up. Forward. Dashes back here behind Yellow and Boostio this time, able to best him. Finds that opening kill. Not going to be game too much here. Pop flash sent. Forsaken out into the open, as is the Divine. He's able to stabilize, finding one. Bang cleans up two. Jing answering back, has the res, sends it. Something is back into the fight. And advantage here, but everyone stuck behind Yellow. Tailwind over the top, up shot, not going to connect. Something distracts, draws their attention as the rest of Paper X make their exit. But can he get out with his life intact? He re-swings in. Oh my, the shots. But again, the rotation is going to be there. This time it's two players from 100 Thieves to try to intercept.
Are they going to go through it? Forsaken this time, trying to cut off if there's going to be any mid-flankers.
30 seconds left.
This is really smart. He might be able to get behind them, but this op is going to be in place to cut off the attempted plant.
You as well, the recon nearly online, the wall goes up. He breaks the segment though, he interrupts. Time being bought, Forsaken, attention, he's rotating back through Kitchen. He's just so damn wary, but Jing able to find one, now EU at backside. They try to clutch it. Looking for the spray through, he's pushing it. Drops down! A 4K for the Sage! As Paper X, within touching distance, a 6-6 half in their sights.
And a wry smile from Jing on stage. That was as close as it gets. Something completely isolated from the rest of his team. But they're able to trade their way back to that res to give them that extra number advantage. And Jing so snappy. Unbelievable. Go into the last round of the half. Paper X has an opportunity to tie this up. Blade Storm available for something. Maybe could get a lockdown here as well. Something to consider.
And the rotation, the full send here from 100 Thieves. Four Guardians and a Phantom. Orb taken to be handed over to the Divine in case he can get an additional kill. Get them a lockdown.
Ya biasa aja sih.
Taking out absolutely everyone. There is no ambiguity whatsoever to what Paper X are attempting. Fragment to clear one side. Horizontal wall set up. Here's the buy. Goes for the plan. The lockdown about to be in play. He can stay alive. Something finds some. It's not going to be taken down.
Jangan blok lah.
Apaan sih? The lockdown now to shove them back, but Bang pushes forward. Device still wearing without a flanker. The swing out. Bang still standing his footing.
Bing 5 darat loh.
They have to pull away. Precious time. Bought.
Barang.
The recon cleared. Jake tucks back. Trying to play out with the time. The swing coming through. Gets the headshot and has plenty of time. 100 Thieves not allowing for the tie-up. They are in the lead here at the half, 7-5.
100 Thieves has been so insane in these 1v1s, winning so many of them against Paper X. And Jing just gambles for it. He just says, I'm just going to swing out and try to kill you. You've got a Guardian. I've got a Vandal. Let's go. But EU has been clutch as heck. Insane stuff from him. On the better side of the half.
Well, he just bailed out of that last round, giving 100 Thieves the advantage here. We'll hear from EU in our next moment.
Definitely sucks losing this way to Genji. It felt like a lot of things kind of went wrong. There were so many rounds where we kind of hit into sites where there was already 4 people to begin with at the start of the round. You know, they gambled really well, and they also won a lot of pistols. And then the one time that we did win a pistol, we instantly got thrifted after they bonused on the first half as well, especially on Xbox. We were clawing it back, but we didn't have enough rounds to play with. So yeah, it definitely sucks to lose this way. You know, we're always focused on the process and not really the result. So losing the match here isn't like crazy. It's more so about why we lost the match and how we can improve from it for the future.
Connecting in on top of it, not going to be able to clear this one. Texture going to be taken down. 4 players detained. Absolutely everyone caught this round. It's a massacre. Boostio collecting an ace off the back of the O. Perhaps now Meteor will shut it down. But what a catastrophe for Genji. Meteor once again noted, expecting the swing from the flank.
as long as we focus on the process, the results should come. So we're looking to improve on the Gen G game. Unfortunately, we only have 1 day to prep, so we're gonna do the best we can to look over the VOD, the best we can to talk, and fix the issues in the PRX game. So at least from the stream perspective as well that we played in, you can definitely tell that both teams are ready to take any individual timings that they might want, any individual peaks. The match should definitely be entertaining.
Entertaining it certainly has been. Sunset, Icebox, both very much delivering. PRX have woken up a bit more, but now they find themselves moving over onto the defensive side. 100 Thieves have been dominant in pistols throughout this series. We'll see if that continues now.
Yeah, this is an important pistol round. Not a must-win, but PRX absolutely can start their half off on the right foot if they can get this done. And they've been pretty solid on the defender side this year on Icebox at PRX. Generally going about even against Gen G, for example. So for what that's worth, if you want to consider relative power levels, you gotta feel pretty confident that PRX can at least keep this close throughout this half. Who knows, maybe overtime is on the cards with how well these two teams have been going back and forth. Feels like that could definitely happen. Something up on the pillar. Spot. Yeah. No damage though.
Tucks back, but it's going to be a full push up. 0 point send, but wall set up here from Jing, just tucking in behind it. Look at the seconds, they can also just jump up over top of it. Something able to collect the first one. Look at Jing finds it. Can't quite steady that aim though. Cryo taking low, but not taken down. Shot dart in towards something. Just holding here.
Jakarta blok.
It's using the wall. As the rest of PRX start rotating over.
Recon dart.
Ya Allah, nice.
With 2 quick kills, we'll give PRX a pistol round win. 6-7.
Yeah, just able to use that wall so effectively. One of the big differences in these two teams' agent compositions on this defender side, especially early on, it really wreaks havoc because you have to give up info one way or another to try to do something on that wall. They try to get over it, they try to go through it, and it's pretty well handled by PRX in every regard. Now you're going to be able to get into this anti-eco, outlaw, guardian, 2 bulldogs, and a sheriff or Devi. Let's see what 100 Thieves can do. They've already pulled off some insane 50s.
Big reveal. Oh my god, how snappy is that? Forsaken taking him down. Nice
doang harus ke
Good amount of
kabupaten
that for you, Till. Out of the hands here of 100 Thieves. Shift over Brazil. He's going to be on a late lurk here. See if he can hear anything, sense anything while the rest of his team support space. Something else needing to intercept Outlaw at the ready.
Gak pernah gue nyebut
kecuali orangnya emang orang yang naginnya emang dari Jawa Tengah nih.
Iya, tahu.
Got a little bit farther forward. We've got the toxic screen.
Lah, lu ngomong Purwokerto tuh orang tuh pasti ngiranya Jawa Barat.
Continue pushing forward.
Purwakarta.
Iya. Mereka taunya Purwakarta, Jawa Barat. Nice.
He's low HP and will be finished off, but still does some additional damage.
Lah,
finds one.
Bang jago banget sih pakai klasik.
3v2. The Bulldog bang has been so impactful thus far.
30 seconds left.
So option shifted over.
Want to scoop up that other gun.
Nice. Bang mau ngapain lagi nih?
Sprays through, finds the timing. Bang taken down. 7-7. We are tied up.
Okay, all things considered, not too bad there for PRX. I'm not sure. Trying to go point blank with a guardian against an aggressive push out of players when he's weak on health, but
still got 2.
He still got 2. So you know what? He can do what he wants there. He's earned the right in that round.
You know, you try to line. You said you want to see PRX maybe play with some more confidence.
I do.
It can be overdone.
It can, and that's kind of the balance that PRX needs to find for sure, but balance has been found in this match. 7-7 now. These two teams going toe-to-toe. A huge bonus potential coming through. Having to go full armors across the board is underneath because of that outlaw. So you're dragging out some extra cash.
See over the top, and already PRX shifting players towards this B site. 4 in fact. Lucio still on a late lurk. Towards A, but peek. Something. The shot across puts EU down low on HP, but Bang collects 3. Jing put him down, but now it is suddenly just a buy in a 1v4. 100 Thieves looking to regain the lead, looking for a very clean anti-bonus here.
Kind of curious how Devi wants to play this.
Menang tuh udah.
I mean, if he wanted to just save here, I wouldn't blame him. He'd love to grab a couple more guns, though. You know that economic situation. That 100 Thieves is maybe catch one of them. Just kind of slipping a bit too far out of normal positions. Asuna, all the way in kitchen. Hasn't walked out to the bridge, though. So,
Bawa mobil aja lah, bawa mobil oren, cok.
See if him and Asuna cross paths.
If Asuna's able to find that, it's going to be one step closer towards that thrash, but Flying able to hear the Dizzy being used. Stay stagnant here and dies. So weapon not going to be carried over.
Yeah. I mean, they have the money to buy. You get the alt charge. Do they have the money to buy? Because they bought an op.
They have an op, but they have some sheriffs to go along with it at the moment. We'll see what everything looks like after the replay. But yeah, this one, I mean, a solid read early from the side of PRX, shifting everybody pretty much over. But cash-wise, not in the most stable position.
All right, sure. I mean, if you can pop off with this op, then what a gamble you have taken. But that is a massive gamble that PRX is trying to roll with. I mean, they are really trying to completely catch 100 Thieves off guard here. This is not the buy you would expect in this situation. That 0 point is huge, gets a ton of info for Forsaken and PRX. And that set 100 Thieves at least backpedaling a bit. But a lot of utilities to clear the front of the site. Still back yellow, unaccounted for. Forsaken playing so close.
And he is. Dangerous position, and as he swings, Cryo shuts it down. Mind Freak just sat here quietly. Dizzy again, invested in Divine, picking up the weapon. But everybody here from 100 Thieves just absolutely silent. PRX needing these players to hold the line, something the only one back over at A. So I have to try to retake with that off. The Thieves have every single advantage available to them at the moment.
They know where everybody is. They've got the reads. It's going to come down to the shooting. Dizzy over the top.
Doesn't get cleared out, but now it's like a shift back here. It's going to be in towards A. Something again. Only one left here. Rotation is just now beginning in Bucio. Pushing his way forward into mid. And trying to see if he can intercept anyone here on this approach. But time dwindling. Something. They find the impact. Sees the entry of one. Has to be worried about the push on the back. And he gets tagged down to 31. Immense amount of damage dealt. Bucio going to be noted. Brings it back into a 4v4. The heal across something. Back up to full HP. Spot, but cannot get the flick. But Cryo, however, finds the kill.
Cover. PRX taking their time to think about it.
Asuna knocked down. 14 HP. Needs to use a push forward, but it's going to be back. Taking down one, but Divine. Now the 2v2. But HP not great here for the side of PRX. Smoke wall falls. EU finding the kill. It's all on Mind Freak. He's been the clutch master for them in the past, but given that the operator is still sat here, he will collect this and allow for that spike to detonate. Is reading the push out here potentially. EU just jiggle peeking. Moment after moment. Sees enough. Shot. Mind Freak. Can't save himself. Can't save the op. 100 Thieves up by 2.
You honestly have to start questioning the way that PRX is managing their economy. And I'm pretty sure that also Alex is going to question the way that they are running their economy. I mean, great shots there for Cryo. They're being extremely patient. They're not letting PRX plant the tempo that they want to. And they're being so diligent about isolating positions and taking players out one by one. And, you know, players are trying to go for big plays. There's smiles on PRX's face. But they are going to not like what their money looks like when they get back out of this timeout. It ain't great.
Certainly not. A couple more seconds remaining here. For the side of PRX is Alex. It's in their ears to try to turn things around. So they're on Sunset. PRX not wanting to stray behind.
Kalau PRX menang,
as well.
Pepa
That
jajanin
economy
kita ya.
built up so nicely for 100 Thieves at the moment.
Yep, no, they are
Yang nonton
fully
di
instructed
PRX kan
on
dijajanin
this
PP
action.
1000 kata Pepa.
They have every advantage you could ever want. Viper's Pit, Thrash.
Aduh.
I mean, this should be pretty strong round for them potentially. I mean, you're gonna have Sheriffs, you're gonna have a Guardian, you're gonna have a Stinger for the side of PRX, but they're gonna need to do some damage. It's gonna need to start soon. If not this round, then the next. It's 100 Thieves is really doing a good job of reading them. And it's really just down to patience. Just not giving PRX the opportunities to get their trades that they want to get those fast plays that they want to do.
A bit more pacey here. Right forward, one take for EU. Away from that next Hunter's Fury. Wingman goes to the plant. Nano invested. We'll be able to clear it out. A little bit of time bought here. As Divide up over the top. Over the shot, but Kyle able to keep himself alive. Thrash now on the hunt, chasing, looking, searching for anybody else. Something missing a bit of a timing. Gets his head taken off. EU. A nice shot. A take across there on the Jing. Punish going to be found by Mind Freak, but the pit in play could be devastating. Mind Freak now dead. Trying to interrupt, trying to intercept. Seiken creeping along this. Able to collect himself a weapon. Pushes forward, does find Cryo. Flash now in, confirming 2. Suspected Bustio is going to be playing this pit, but he still finds that elimination. Swing on the back of it. A team ace is Asuna. Finishes it off, and that's going to be 100 Thieves getting up to 10.
Yeah, the expected result. 100 Thieves plays it so nicely. Bustio so difficult to deal with on those backsides. The Viper's Pit gets planted, and you know, PRX is trying to throw bodies into it, try to deal with it. There's not enough firepower, not enough utility really to back it up. So now we go into a buy for PRX. And what can they do? Close to a couple ults. Blades are there for something, but may not invest those this round necessarily. I always hedge my bets with something though, because sometimes he will just go for things if he feels it. But
stack after stack here, PRX not getting a solid read. I mean, opportunity for maybe a 3-man flank around the back, but for now, 100 Thieves avoiding this team absolutely gorgeously. Smash into the back, Cloudburst trying to open things up. Wingman up over the top. Strand the spike a bit, the Nano has a quick recollect.
This is great. You're going to play retake. You're buying a lot of extra time to get these flanks into place.
EU calling them back. Flash not going to be connecting. Got 3 players now watching this flank. 100 Thieves set up for success. Something, however, able to displace 1. Cryo going to be taken down. EU.
Astaga.
Headshot across there.
Astaga, bisa mati tuh.
Shock dart not
Kenapa
connecting.
anjing?
Cannot find the shots. These 2 players now back on site, doing their damage. Something finds the gets another. 5 HP for him. Lockdown, invested. The bang, he still has line of sight. You are coming through, something taken down. It is all on Divide. This bang just drifts back, and the time is not there. The lockdown will not mean anything. Bang survives the round as 100 Thieves get up to 11.
I mean, just insane diligence here from 100 Thieves. They're so good about reacting to what PRX tries to do in this round. And EU has just been absolutely disgusting, holding some of these angles. Him and Bustio, there's immovable objects, and PRX doesn't have the strength. And this lockdown, man, just another really questionable decision, frankly. Not really understanding the extra space that was still there at the end of the lockdown for them to cover that angle for the defuse. So it's frankly worthless. It doesn't really find any impact, and it feels like PRX is starting to crumble.
Flash gonna be sent, Cryo. Caught by that one. Taking Mind Freak, finding 1 apiece. Down 1 bound. Cryo keeping himself safe. Good early advantage available to the side of PRX in the spike. Stuck. Can be waited out. Bustio going on the flank, working his way up through 2. Turret there, they're trying to note him. Cryo challenging. Jing will be able to clean up another kill. Bustio now last one alive.
Gusti 4 lawan 1.
Kill or a death, either way, lockdown.
Woi, barang ini nyate nih. Ini picknya nyate anjir.
In control here.
Picknya nyate banget anjir, ngapain begini tuh? Anjing dah.
Find the second. Mind Freak will finish the job. PRX
Picknya nyate nyate banget anjir.
3 rounds separating, and their economy still in shambles.
Oh, this is more of a classic PRX type play. They're able to get their opponents into a bad spot. A good flash, a couple players swinging out from different angles, he kills. And then
nge-lag. Woi, apa ini pause-nya gimana nih?
Itu bawa apa anjing? Itu kan ngelag dari sana ya.
Masa? Anjing apaan sih ini? Kontol. Wah, ini mah bukan
kayak gue anjing.
Ya, keputus ini mah.
Coba lu dengerin. Ya iya udah ngelag.
Rungkat.
Ya, itu rungkat. Cok.
No internet akses anjir.
Ya kan yang berbeda ada.
Looking to the buys. It is going to be an operator purchase for something again. Is he going to be able to find value out of it this time? It's been a little bit shaky with it today. He's missed a couple shots that probably normally doesn't. Seems like some of that pressure is starting to get to PRX again here today. But are they going to be able to keep this map alive, or is 100 Thieves going to use that timeout to catapult themselves out of this stage into our big stadium that we go to on Friday?
It's just down the street. They want to be a part of it.
Dia makan berat gitu.
Gak boleh.
Kayak kita biasa dulu main tuh.
That lockdown, that Hunter's Fury, big critical tools, try to counteract things like this. The pit that gets invested here by Mind Freak.
That's the Dizzy stranded. You can't pick that back up, so that's a huge lead away for PRX. If you're able to force them over to A, that Dizzy's such a crucial part of those A executes. It's a nice pickup at least for now. Yeah, that doesn't really get you much info.
Very far forward. Nice. Who's going to be taken down? Down will come to play here, at least in this round. Now, 100 Thieves trying to assess what they can do here. The pit, staving them off. Util over in mid, alerting if a rotation comes in. And something with an operator shadow on A.
Energy.
We're going to try to mess with Mind Freak a little bit again. See if they can get him out of this pit. Find a way to use this Sova utility.
Chang missing the timing, doesn't spot him. Might have heard a footstep or two.
Woi, ditinggalin gitu ultinya,
So the answer is going to be yes, because Mind Freak, he's actually just giving up that space. Pulling away, the pit, going to drop.
Yeah, they have a pretty good read now.
Ultinya ditinggalin gitu loh.
Huge stack coming towards B, so he can't afford
B. Alah ini.
around in there.
The rush now starting. Tailwind forward. Back yellow. Here, Asuna.
Dari guanya dari
Pushing
itu.
across the damage. It's an immense amount of it.
Nice.
Swinging forward through the viper wall.
Ya elah. Wih, lagi seru-serunya.
Menang itu semua menang. Saya mau menang.
Wih.
Coba cek dulu itu. Soalnya kok itu dari sananya anjing.
Enggak, ini mau apaan? Enggak, ini.
Katanya jalan, Cok. Kan nggak mungkin kalau misalkan gue ngeliat kita nggak bakal jalan lah. Gimana sih lu?
Apaan ya? Enggak, lu nggak tahu Twitch anjing. Ini tuh tetap jalan. Kalau chat,
Coba dulu.
chat itu bakal tetap jalan. Astaga, itu menang apa kalah, coy?
Pengakuan. Mati ya?
Ini wifi apa network sih? Yang mana sih?
Coba lu pencet network internet setting. Network enggak web status. Nah, terus change adapter option.
Change adapter option.
Nah, terus yang wifi yang sebelah kanan lu disconnectin. Disable.
Ya, OBS to you disconnected.
Ya udah coba nyobain belum sekarang. Ngapain tutup, Cak? Jangan ditutup itu. Nyoba. Terus yang kiri yang meter-meter udah disable aja. Ya, coba reload sekarang. Jangan ditutup ya. Jangan mau gitu.
Reconnection successful. Menang.
I am just so befuddled by PRX sometimes. We've been casting them for years.
Ini udah round baru anjir. Ya tuh, udah beda begini loh.
They're out of it now. They don't seem to
Round
really
baru anjir di Discord satu round anjir.
and bring things back.
Senyum dikit, ya gila. Senyum, udah naik alis ya kan.
I mean, under these, now they take a timeout. This is unreal. I mean, it's just now starting that PRX is getting a much better read on the flow. They're getting a much more proactive stance at the beginning of the rounds, right? Like you're using those Viper's Pit, you're using those set combos at the B garage to gain some space. I think for PRX, part of that previous timeout from Alex was
yang ini udah pas banget tuh nggak bahagia nih.
Force them into A, force them into Forsaken, and something's up. And as long as we have that space, we kind of know what's going on the rest of the map, and we can make 100 Thieves' lives much more difficult to set up and execute clear the space they want. Because B has been a really big pressure point for the side of PRX on their
Gitu anjir, harus bikin jokes dulu gitu anjir.
You like that poster?
Very nice artwork there.
It was good.
Hero rifle, Vandal here in the hands of Bustio. Two Stingers, otherwise some classics, but still some armor in the mix. See what EU ends up with. Looks like Stinger potentially going into his hands as well. But from now, the players, they're on their lonesome. All the timeouts, the coach's intervention, it's been burned. Knives pulled here from Cryo. Saw him have an immense amount of impact. Versus Gen G here on this map with these knives. Can he do it now versus PRX to get his team up to 12? Fiercely pushing forward, both Ladbrokes just going to be down the swing on the corner, and Jay able to shut it down. Now, Hop here, Forsaken going to be put down. Bang, able to find that. Takes out Jing. Comes around here towards backside. Tailwind forward.
Nice.
What a piece, and now it is EU. Somehow,
nice.
He's not good for one. Four players left alive. Cash
Wow.
Just a play here for PRX that goes their way. They're starting to hit shots. They're starting to get fired up.
Waduh, prank tadi.
To shut down that blade storm. But then the punch back from Bang and Bustio. Really nice stuff as they're going for the res. Mind Freak is ready to run. Guy wins a huge fight.
Davai kalau udah let's go itu.
Set. Infokan IG.
And they are fired up. And I thought overtime might be in the cards, and Achilles may be on the way.
Still yet could happen. What a treat it would be. Dizzy on beat, Dizzy over A. Spotted so far here. PRX playing quite far back. Not giving up any information. Both squads always going into this pivotal round to see who is going to be making their way up to match point. Something still stagnant over towards Green, just staring with that operator in hand. But the full force of Under Thieves making their way over here in towards his A side. Plant going to be going in for Forsaken, going to be taken down. Interrupt on the plant, going to be found. Recon, trying to clear in towards backside, nothing spotted. Crucio playing forward. Down below. Able to find three. Man advantage here for the side of Under Thieves. The plant gets ready to come through. Something peeking in. The operator sidelines. He's given one. Here he takes it. Cryo dead. Bang trying to hold. Boom! He gets back and finding it. That's Bang! We'll bail them out. Match point. Just a great aggressive call here from 100 Thieves. They've been getting stalled by PRX on this A site. And this time they're able to push past it. Really nice stuff from Asuna. Great awareness. Jing just had no idea he was underneath. Jing was busy trying to clear players behind the box. And Asuna comes up with a huge 3K. One more round. They're absolutely correct. That's all they need.
and they will be taking this match and sending PaperX home.
Expecting maybe the op again over towards B. The catch has been there for PaperX, so they know that he's going to have it in hand. Flash swinging from Mind Freak, and he's taken down. The first domino falls as the Thieves continue on their war march. Towards the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Fragment set to try to slow up the approach. Jing behind, swings forward, finds one, tucks back. Nanos,
nice!
Fire, solid. Asuna still in
play. Nice!
Forsaken with 3, takes us the distance. Strap in.
We're
going overtime.
You have got to be kidding me! PaperX goes for an aggressive early play, but that's all just kind of a
PRX tuh mood swing anjir.
For crossfires on the site, they're dodging util, and Forsaken is
wah gila, let's go.
Huge round, and we go again. The 2 #1 seeds of their respective regions are not going quietly here in Shanghai.
Glass cannon operator here for Cryo on this defense. Able to get the better of PaperX when they were on the attacking side. Can they take that next step? Can they secure match point once more? It's all about EU just slowly drifting away. The peak, not there.
Good awareness from both teams there. Understanding what they're trying to accomplish. The orb take is slow to maybe punish it, but spot from EU.
0 point confirming that there's no presence here on Pipes. Something. Working his way forward, spots one. Asuna on Raptors. Something's going to be teleporting forward. Wall now going to be raised up here. As EU going to be rerouted. Full approach.
Nice ball, Jing.
Towards that Raptor side, but yeah, Jing able to find one.
Nice!
Something. Takes out Asuna. Cryo arriving. Finding value immediately. Headshot across Jing. Taken down Mind Freak. Playing crouch through reach.
Ya Allah!
The knives! And the man advantage! His 100 Thieves are stealing this round away. Looking for the headshot.
Nice!
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 His own knives pulled.
Bentar.
To try to clutch
Aduh, ini bang.
The wall raised, the push forward, the shots connecting. He's down to 81. He reads the push forward.
Elah. Boy, udah stop.
Playing here against time. Up on top. Bang! He gets the headshot, but does he have the time? So very close. A nail bite finisher, and he's just got it! Oh. A Red Bull clutch with 0.28 seconds to spare!
Switching sides.
What an outfly here! Expecting the push with the blades, shuts it down, and then completely bamboozles Divide.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Oh my word.
What a way to secure a Red Bull clutch. So the players not necessarily knowing themselves whether or not they had that time. But we go straight back into the action. Lucio Bang lurking forward, something similarly here with that glass cannon operator in play.
Up on top, but Bustio's already tucked in the corner. There's no real great util to displace something from this perch. You're just gonna have to get underneath him, catch him off guard.
Spots to jump across, and Bustio swinging out, trying to get the catch. Something seeing two, relaying this. Rotations across the map here. Mind Freak and Divide start lingering their way forward. Something out in front of the wall, trying to get an opening catch. The tailwind for the flick, not gonna connect. He dashes out, the EU rushing forward, shorty in hand, push up into the smoke, something able to find one, but traded out instantly as Bang pushes up with the Sova. 1 for 1, the decay expiring, Mind Freak waiting till he gets back up towards full HP. Jing now dead, Bang flipped up into the open, and now it's all on Mind Freak, and he cannot make it happen! They fought tooth and nail to get to overtime, but PaperX cannot extend the series. They cannot reset it. They cannot get revenge on Bustio. He once again sends them all trophyless.
An insane performance from 100 Thieves. So many great back and forths on these last 2 maps. This icebox was an absolute treat, but their discipline pays off. off in the long run.